adventurers! Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to the Dungeon in a Box live stream here on Saving Throw. What a great honor to be here with all my good friends, and I'm happy to be here too. I'm David Crennan. I'm the creator and founder of Dungeon in a Box. We're going to be playing through one of the awesome adventures today. This is actually adventure number 4, the Riddle of Grayhaven. Hopefully, you guys have tuned in and watched some of the previous ones. We've been doing this once a month here on Saving Throw, and we'll hopefully keep doing it in the future. So we already started with Adventure 1, where these guys took a big caravan into Adventure 2, the city, and then had to go in Adventure 3 down into the sewers and get this amazing artifact. And now Adventure 4, they're going to come out, and we're going to see what happens. If you're playing along with the box, just spoiler warning, you're going to get some spoilers about what's coming up, so just beware of that. Yeah. Great. So I'm David Crennan, like I said, founder and creator. I'm just going to briefly tell you guys who we're playing with. Over here we have Tristan, human sorcerer.
It's really me. Control yourselves, everyone.
Samo, half-orc barbarian.
I have a beautiful pecs. They're all oiled up for this game today.
Jack Holiday, halfling merchant.
Yes, and if you didn't think you needed my product, let me tell you why you do.
And Pragma, the human elf, high elf.
High elf, yeah.
High elf warlock.
Yeah. I'm here to make friends.
That pretty much summarizes everyone's characters. Good, and friends we shall have. So we're going to get right into it. Before we do, I'll briefly recap what happened last time. As we just discussed, you guys were down in the sewers, where you fought through a thieves guild. This is our beautiful world map. Oh, I need to put it here and leave it here. Great. So I don't know if you guys can see this. This comes in the first box when you guys subscribe. Thank you. Here's our beautiful world map. You guys are in the city of Grayhaven, here, as you would imagine, on the coast, the Harpy Coast, down in the filthy sewers. And we'll pick up as you guys have just lifted from its like carved wooden sconce this glowing orb, about the size of a grapefruit, I suppose. Opalescent kind of qualities to it, this sort of prismatic sheen, blazing with radiant light as you pick it up, and this resonant gong-like sound just sort of echoes throughout the stonework that forms the bedrock of the city, and the light flares in this magnificent way, and all of you find yourselves bound by the oath you made when you gained access to this room, bound by this oath to this artifact. So it has all sorts of amazing abilities, foremost of which is the ability to dominate dragons. Any type, from a tiny little dragon to a full-on ancient golden dragon. You can just kind of point it at it and control its mind.
I get it. We just got out of dungeons and we're about to go see some dragons.
Oh
my
God!
This is crazy!
Not officially affiliated with Wizards of the Coast. But yes, so you're coming out of the dungeon. I just want to flip over our world map here. Oh,
Hey-o.
great. So we've got on the back is our adventure tracker.
Oh,
We can
yeah.
see the first couple adventures. As you guys resolve adventures, you choose one of the 2 legacy cards that depend on your actions, right? So there's 2 in every box, or actually, well, whatever, we'll get to it. So your first adventure, Veterans of the Long Road. You guys successfully made your way into the city. Second adventure, Stalwart Companions. You guys fought to keep the adorable gnome Findazzle safe and secure. And great, and because of that, you gain these abilities you can use. We'll revisit those later. Legacy 3 is your oath card. Now, all of you guys should have received a card that says, "My oath is." We'll just go around. I want each of you guys to just briefly tell me what they are, hand your card to me, and I will stick them down on our adventure tracker. So, Tristan?
I vow to become the most famous and legendary sorcerer so that my family will just beg for me to come back.
Awesome. All right. We'll go ahead and write that down then. Great. That's a great oath, by the way. So as you make these oaths, just so you guys are aware, because they've bound you, you've made a mighty oath that has bound you to this artifact. If you break it, it's not going to kill you immediately, but you'll start to, it'll kind of be psychic backlash. It'll make your life suck a
I
little
really
bit.
hope I make it then.
Okay, so Samo, what is Samo's
That's
oath?
so stressful.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Yes. That's good GM, good DM.
yeah.
I will do anything I can to become Grayhaven's next top model. I've seen some signs around the city, and
Yeah, as you guys come crawling out of the sewer, there's a big poster, like this guy putting it up with the big push broom, standing back and looking at it. It says Grayhaven's next top model.
It says Smize for the prize.
and I'm like,
Being like calligraphied onto the bottom of it in beautiful like medieval font, Smize for the prize. Yeah, to be presided over by none other than the Duke Draymore, the leader of the city, and in smaller text, Queen Sophia, the actual queen and ruler and regent. So, interesting. Okay, so I've got Oathbound one. Hurrah! We've got a resubscription. Oh, I should tell you guys how you can subscribe and donate, but I'm going to get the oaths first. All right, Jack Holliday, do you have an oath ready?
I do. I vow to only use my talents for the greater good.
Okay.
What that means is slightly malleable, as you would imagine. But,
Okay, for the greater good. Well, I'm going to try and nail you down
And
on
also
that.
it says uses talents. So what are his talents?
they are as numerous as they are inestimable.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Awesome, thank you. And Pragma?
Pragmas is everyone is a potential friend until they are not. So yes, I meet everyone with kindness. That should just be everyone, so let's walk around smiling more.
Hey, that's right. Or smizing more.
World smiles with you, I guess.
Unless it's not for the greater good.
Yes.
Right. All right. There we go. So we've got our oaths down just like you, too. If you guys are playing along, hopefully at home, have put your oaths onto your adventure tracker to make sure you keep these meddlesome players in line. What we've also done is we've given you characters. Not that you guys needed them, because you're great players. But we've given you guys a heroic characteristic, something that you literally are tied into this game for. That's the important thing to you. And it gives me, as the DM, the GM, kind of a handle to jerk you guys around wherever I need to put you. Yes. Okay, so good for everybody.
Those are the two boons we got from the last adventures. I don't know if I wrote those down.
Let's
Sorry.
revisit those briefly. So the oath gives you this magic item, which is great. Allow me to read my scroll here. Veterans of the Long Road. Let's hear. You've made a journey few dared to take and picked up a couple tricks while you were at it. A member of the party, once per session, may gain advantage on a nature or survival check. So, once per session, one member of the
That'll
party.
come in handy here in the city.
Yeah, well, hey, more adventure to come. Look at this map. It's all wilderness. So the Greenwald is like 90% wilderness and then 10% people trying to convince themselves they can live here. Stalwart companions. When we rely on each other, there's nothing that can break our ranks or our resolve. That's a good one. Once per session, one member of the party may help as a bonus action to aid a companion who is grappled or restrained. So basically, you can, once per session, someone can give you advantage if you're being grappled or restrained. Basically it. Okay, so minor benefits, but they persist throughout the game.
Yeah.
And just something to remember. Okay, so let's start out right up where we were. My goodness, guys, it's the Queen's Festival. So as you guys come out of the sewers,
Already?
Already.
It was just last year.
as you guys
quicker
come,
and quicker every year.
you see underneath the big wall poster that was put up that announces the next top model. Yes, next top model. So it probably also has an image of Samo like looking at it, just absorbing all of that into this half-orc barbarian face.
Yes.
And then it's like underneath it's like to be decided this Queen's Festival right underneath that, and you're like, oh my god. And as you come around the little grubby alleyway back corner that the sewer grate was in, boom! It's just pennants are everywhere. There's people going through the streets with big brass trumpets with the flyers hanging off of them, and there's drums and tumblers are tumbling. Magical confetti cannon goes off somewhere with a couple hippogriffs go soaring overhead, trailing pennants behind them. The Queen's Fair.
Are we still like just reeking of effluence and
Absolutely.
forgot.
Well, what have you
crawling out of the sewer just covered in goo and like slash marks from battle?
Yes, 100%. That is how
Okay.
you're emerging. Unless
No different than anyone else in town, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking like a wet cat, just,
Yeah.
that's sad.
A city as large and diverse as Grayhaven celebrates any number of feast days and special occasions, but these are generally just local neighborhood affairs. only one festival is big enough that the entire city comes to a halt to celebrate it. The Queen's Fair, which is so grand that it lasts an entire week. The year in Grayhaven is essentially planned around the event. Merchants coming in from far and wide peddle their wares and begin new businesses, while common folk hold reunions or marriages. The festival celebrates the legendary founding of the city by its first queen, Queen Margaret the True. It is traditionally a way for the current queen or king to connect with their people and give back to the city. This year's fair is a particularly momentous occasion. For the first time, it is presided over by Queen Sophia, age 11, who took the throne after the unfortunate and purportedly accidental death of her parents a mere 18 months ago. Sophia is beloved by her subjects, who are all but universally touched by the kindness and grace she exhibits at so young an age and under such circumstances. The Queen's Fair. Welcome. So as you guys come...
The true villain.
Who knows?
11-year-old, you never know.
Who knows? Maybe...
That's very Twilight.
Why did
Sorry.
her parents die? Who knows? So I'm going to set up a little map for us here, Day at the Fair. So this entire adventure, Box 4, is all kind of focused around helping you run a cool, big city festival adventure. As you guys come scrabbling out, you end up in the middle of a big marketplace. There are just stall after stall after stall with colorful awnings set up. I actually have this chart here we're going to roll up on and see what's happening in the city. So this is the big fair special occurrences
Love the
table.
chart.
Can everybody get a D6 for me? And we'll see what's going
We
on.
are literally rolling up to this fair.
What?
Yeah, there's also a bunch of dice in there, but please use those.
Okay, great. Why D4?
Go ahead, Kristen, start it out.
4.
4. Okay, so currently a big dance is taking place. The plaza hosts a circle dance where young maids look for suitors. Music, drinking, and merriment abound.
Yay.
Yes. A 2.
2. Oh, awesome. Passing along through one of the marketplaces, and I'm actually going to start throwing some piles down, my friends. Because what's the point of having cool
Beautiful
tiles
tiles.
on the map
If you don't use
our
them.
table? You hear there's all sorts of vendors all around. You hear one of them, and people are selling all sorts of stuff. You know, apples, get your apples. Sizzling buttery shellfish. You know, guy coming with just platters of meringues, just towered up high meringue pies and stuff like that, et cetera, et cetera. One voice calls out, going, "Unicorn hair tassels." You can see this guy set up with little, like, pure snowy white tassels hanging down. Let's see what else we got.
We have 6.
6. Great. That same person seems to have a variety of... Actually, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception
Yes.
is 12.
12. Okay, yeah, it seems to be a totally normal merchant.
All right.
Great. Okay. And give me a roll as well.
4.
4 again. Great. Okay. Awesome. And then you notice across the way from that vendor, and I will get another one down here. Across the way from that vendor, you see another guy with his tassels just staring at him venomously.
Damn you horsehair tassels.
Yeah. So you guys kind of come out into this big, busy, crazy scene. Oh, I actually have text. Wow, cool. All right. So this is all great. You guys take it all in. The brazen trumpet blasts, the hordes of merchants and common folk thronging in the streets. Clearly this festival is the place to be. You guys also notice, as the guy finishes putting up the America's Top Model poster, that he's
Grayhaven's next top model.
oh yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
What's America?
Sounds scary.
There's 4 people in Grayhaven
Oh, before you
playing
go
a
too far,
weird game
did we
called
talk about how people
America
can get boxes
D&D.
and things? Did we talk about how people can get
Oh,
boxes
yeah,
and
yeah,
things
yeah.
before we get too far into this?
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Wow, yeah, thanks
Oh.
for tuning in, everybody who's tuned in. So part of the reason we are doing this fun thing today is to give you free stuff to give away. So
Yes.
Dungeon in a Box is a monthly subscription box. For those of you who didn't know, I guess I shouldn't assume that everyone knows about this yet. It's a monthly subscription box service that gives you everything you need to run a complete adventure in the box, right? So that's what we're playing for. You guys are going to see all of the cool stuff you get in box 4 today. If you want one for free, all you have to do is tip the channel. So saving throw is totally viewer funded. So if you can tip, and you'll be told how to do that by the mods in the chat room. They'll fill you in. You can also do ! tips. A $5 tip enters you to win one subscription, which is like a $33 a month kind of thing, including shipping and handling. It could be yours for $5. So just go ahead and tip. Like I said, every $5 gets you a ticket. If you want something for sure, I'm also giving away.
What?
If you tip $10 to the channel, these are Dungeon in a Box mini boxes. And I just have a stack of them here, and I want to send them to you. So this contains, you're going to see some of this stuff. It contains a map in it. These are flat plastic minis, which are just really cool, high quality, durable, painted like tokens you can use on the board. It contains a whole set of those, a map, a ship, double-sided adventure. It's got just a bunch of stuff. $10. They're not available anywhere else. These were Gen Con exclusives, and I'm giving them out now. So if you want one, $10, donate that to the channel, and you'll be set up. That also gives you 2 tickets that enter you to get the box at the end. So really, I would do it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dungeon
For
in a
sure,
Box.
for that. That ship is so dope. I still feel like
Yeah,
I've
it's
neglected. I need to donate $10. Can I donate $10 from the table?
Yeah, I will accept
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
All right, so you're entered to win. Okay, so we get to see all sorts of cool stuff here. Great, we're coming out in the marketplace. That's awesome. There's some other stuff around fountain, etc. There we go.
I want one.
Busy marketplace. Great. Okay, so you guys kind of, as you come out onto this map, you hear the sounds of pursuit. Someone shouting very distantly, "Guys, help me, please!" And as you turn, you see a gnome, bedraggled, clothing torn, running at top speed as fast as he can down the street away from a group of guards and a barking guard dog. Get him! Stop him! And it's without a doubt, it's your friend Findazzle, the gnome, who was like, "Don't worry, guys. You go into the dungeon. I'll be fine here. I'll hang tight." And you turn back to that poster that I was just telling you about, Grayhaven's next top model, and next to it are the wanted posters with all of your faces on them from that little run-in with the Duke before you guys went down into the sewers. Wanted, dead or alive. Cool. So one of the cool things, this is the map from Adventure 2. One of the cool things I tried to do with the maps is make them modular and additive. So let's just expand our map.
And
What?
That's pretty cool.
it looks like those roofs actually also connect here too.
100%, yeah.
So there's options of how you connect it.
Yeah, so you can, and I could show you all that. Or like if you flip it over, this one has the in map. This is from box 2, and that lines up with the grassy margin on that side. So if you wanted to, like, where's my tavern?
Wow, so you're just like slowly you can build out like
Yeah, you could have a
elaborate
massive map.
giant world. That's so cool.
that's really neat.
Yeah, so it kind of builds
Always
out that
need
way.
a bigger table.
I
This is
do,
great.
especially next adventure, Adventure 5, City in Flames, where, well, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. But
City in Flames.
you may find yourselves
All right,
having
team,
to...
if you see any
That-
fires, we gotta put them out.
Flames.
Technically means I have to light the city
just-
on fire for the greater good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for the story to continue.
It's kind of the box 5, you guys are still stuck in the city, but I shouldn't say too much. Don't worry about
Stop.
it. Okay,
Give too much away, David.
Findazzle goes charging through the streets, screaming, followed, or probably just coming off down this
there, I
way.
think.
There we go. Thank you. Hammy! Pursued by 5 guards and a guard dog, charging after him, going, "Don't let him get away! The Duke wants his head!" Etc., etc. Would you guys like to, 1, give me your minis and I'll put them on the map, and
Yep.
2, let's put yourselves in this alleyway here. I think that's good. Thank you. Oh, you, that's right. Let's see here. You are probably represented by, how about this dude, this
Yes,
portly gentleman?
this works great. Yes, he looks large and in charge.
Large and in charge of the
There
merchant.
you go.
Okay. And then, Dom, could you grab me a halfling mini if you have a chance? Yay. Thank you. All right. So you guys go stepping into the scene. Oh, Dom's on it. Okay. Great. So you guys are over here. Everyone, please roll initiative as all hell breaks loose. Cheers, mate. There you go. Jack.
Oh, check your.
Okay.
That's a rabbit. Thank you.
Sorry.
Ooh. Be Right UK. Thank you so much. Be Right has resubscribed, so he gets to give a reroll to somebody at the table. It's going to Terry.
Okay.
Good choice.
Yes, please give the
Give us rerolls.
Yeah, all the rerolls to the barbarian, please.
Loud shouts
have
draw
no
your
idea.
attention to the short, colorful figure who darts through the fairgrounds at top speed. He is closely pursued by an angry group of guards. It takes you a moment to realize it's none other than the wizard Findazzle, just in so much trouble. So initiative checks, everybody, please.
21.
21.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even add stuff. I'm sorry. I got a 1, so I didn't
That doesn't
think
matter.
about doing
Okay.
anything.
So
I feel
Samo
like
is
it's
still
not gonna
going.
matter.
Yeah, next top model.
Prima got 17.
17, very good.
9.
9, very good. Roll that d20 one more time. All right, I go really soon. All right. Okay, so Tristan, you get a chance to act.
Okay.
So if we can, what to do? That's great. But okay, so he's just kind of come level with you. There are 5 city guards. So the city guards look like they're just kind of regular, slightly schlubby dudes. They're just wearing like somewhat soiled like leather armor or padded armor, and they've got secondhand swords and stuff like that. These aren't top of the line or anything like that. Their dog looks angry.
Okay. I'd like to do like how. So they're right here right now, and they're running.
Yeah, and they're all running after him, and they're running down
he's
this way,
gone
out
this
of the
way?
fair. Yeah.
So as they run, I'd like to cast the web right here between these 2 buildings.
Sweet.
So, like hopefully catching some already, but others maybe will run into it or something, or at least block this area.
Right there. Oh,
Yeah.
web spell.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Do I need to roll anything for that, or does it just go if I use a spell slot I have?
No, that just goes. So
Let's do that.
Well, go ahead and roll for this guy. Roll d20 for me. Normally I would roll it, but I'm gonna let you do it.
For him to.
Yeah, I think he's caught in it, and the rest of the guys are gonna try and squeeze.
14.
Okay, gotcha. So he kind of leaps partway through, and just whoosh, is like webbed up, and you can just see him like suspended off the ground. Going, "Hurrah! What the?" And the rest of the guys kind of scum to a stop. This whole area is completely webbed in. Findazzle turns and goes, "Ah! Oh, I should have thought of that. Tristan! Oh God, it's you!
Hey!
You're back! Oh God, I wish I'd gone into the sewers. But I tried to leave the town, and then they recognized me. And then there was dogs, and then I was hiding inside of a pickle barrel. Oh, you're back. We have to get out of this town immediately. We have to. The Duke's after us. He wants all of our heads, dead or alive. It's bad."
But there's this contest coming up at
Wait a minute. Wait, who has the Orb of Dragon Souls at this moment?
I do.
And do you have it in a bag, or how do you store it? You just walk around with it?
Resting it on my nose. No, it's in a bag. I just have it in my little.
The orb! The map! Tychus's map! Did it lead somewhere? Did you find the Orb of Dragon Souls?
Yeah, friend.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I think we should discuss it loudly in front of these guards. I think that's
Oh,
a grand
They've
idea.
got something!
Go! let's go somewhere. Can we go somewhere we can wash off to?
The guards can't act, so they're out of turn in initiative. That brings us over to the 17, which was Pragma. So essentially, these guys can't get through to you right now. You hear them making a big fuss. You probably can't see the guys in the back. So you're open to just leave the combat if you want to do that, or if you want to attack them, you've got advantage to take them down.
Okay. Well, Prima's gonna be like, look, I'm closer friends with you than I don't know those guards, but they seem like they're upset at you.
Yes, they want me dead.
Okay.
Well, or
then that
captured or
means
something.
They're an enemy to me.
Yeah.
But we need to get out of here. I'm a little sad because that market was full of potential friends. A lot of fun people.
Well, unfortunately, that whole interesting marketplace, there's no time for it. We just need to walk through these open city gates right here. Hurry, follow me! Little screen wipe too. You're running through the open city gates. The rest of you guys trying to follow out, and then as you get closer to the gates, you find, your whole group finds that's that kind of slow down dream effect.
Oh no.
Like each step you take forward, like you're still, look at your feet, and they're still going the same distance, but you're just covering less ground until like infinitely you're not getting closer to the gate at all.
Wall.
Yeah. Go already through the gates. The guards will be here any moment. Can you
No, stuck.
try jumping? Or
Stop.
something? What's going on? Okay.
I seem compelled to stay here in Grayhaven.
Sure
I
enough.
have danger sense too, so do I know? Am I noticing this now?
You are noticing a light beginning to glow inside of Agama's bag. In fact, the closer you draw to the way out of the town, the brighter the orb of dragon souls seems to glow. You find your progress slows. Each step you take takes you forward less and less until your progress halts entirely, as if space was being magically distorted around you. No matter how fast you run or how long you jump, your feet simply won't take you all the way to the edge of town. At the same time, you notice arcane runes, Samo, glowing across the surface of the orb, levitating just above the sphere. Just like, wow, wow, really cool CG effect. It looks amazing. Pulsing with an urgent light. Ah, says Findazzle. I see. You're trapped. There must be some sort of... He comes back to the gates. There must be something on the Dragon Soul's orb. Something, a warded device or something like that, keeping us locked in here. That's not good.
Who would be able to lift such a ward so that we can vamoose?
That's a good question. I mean, my friend Tychus, he's dead now.
Yeah.
There must be someone else in town who could help us out. If only we could check. Some sort of way to check.
Can we look?
If there was...
Can we make
people
this
who
check?
could
Around, let's
could
take a
help.
look gander.
Yeah, sure enough. Okay, so...
Gander.
Has to see.
Where are we checking? What are we checking?
Roll for gander.
What do we need to
Good question. Yeah, great question. So I will take any kind of check if you guys want to suggest something to see if you would know how to, or to investigate the orb, or to
Yeah, we can investigate.
call
Yeah,
into your
let's do
minds
this.
to see who could you get in touch with in town.
Can I do like an investigation check on the orb? See
Absolutely.
if anyone's tampered with it. Investigation check for a 6.
Okay, yeah, you go like, oh man, these runes are pretty rad.
Yeah, this
The-
is a real cool effect.
Like you just, and you kind of stare into it and it almost kind of mesmerizes you into like the swirling colors. And you can even kind of see, it seems like just these opalescent colors that swirl within the orb. Every now and then you almost make out the shape of like a scaly claw going across the inside of the orb or something like that. But if there's any instructions on how to break whatever spell this is, not seeing it there.
Gotcha.
Were you gonna? I don't know.
No, keep going.
Can I do? I don't know if I can do this. So, my character has draconic ancestor.
You do.
This is a dragon orb.
Yeah.
Can I roll?
We can control you.
Probably, actually, yeah, probably. I don't know. Can I roll persuasion on it to be like,
Yeah.
Reveal
we know each other? Reveal, yeah, like reveal what it is.
Sure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we talked to
I like that.
TPK.
Ooh, yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, awesome. So
Dragon ancestry coming in.
you, do you take the orb from Pragma, or you?
Yeah, I
just-
take it.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Start to exert your will upon it.
yeah, like you recognize me as I recognize you. I'm playing a little theatrical into it. I mean, because
Tristan style.
Tristan style. It's like,
Yeah.
Everyone
You're gonna have to explain that. I was
Talking to a large congregation
honestly.
of guards that for some reason are not like arresting conspiracionists.
That's a really good call. Well, they're webbed in, but you can definitely hear the footsteps like coming around the corner,
Okay.
and like these guys. This guy's still stuck, pretty badly stuck. These guys are leaving and coming around, and like you can hear more people running through the streets, dog barking. You gaze into the orb, and you just get this mental image of like a huge dragon, bronze, possibly colored scales roaring in your mind, and then the flash of a scepter, like a rod, and someone holding it, a shadowy figure wearing a crown and with robes. That's all you can kind of make out. You can't, and then it's gone. And you're left with the impression that was a really good roll. So these are a warded spirit, an ancient runes to keep this orb in the town until the queen or whoever the current noble is blesses you, grants you permission to leave.
okay. I'll share all this with
The
everyone.
group. And that's all just kind of a rush in your mind. You just know it all of a sudden.
Dragon's so dramatic.
The Findazzle's trying to scratch his head. Yes, what is she doing? I'm just really terrified of these gods. Sure enough, by the way, there is a pursuit table. I'm glad you were asking about this in the chart.
Sorry.
No, you're exactly right. So those guards, you've shaken them. The way this adventure is kind of set up, because you're stuck in town, and that guy who put up the wanted posters over by the American or Grayhaven's Next Top Model thing is just like whistling as he takes like more parchments out of his back and just starts tacking up your faces around this gate as well.
Oh,
People are starting. He doesn't seem to notice you guys. Just sort of. The pursuit level is this abstract way to see how close the guards are on your tail. Basically, I won't get into it here. It starts at like 3, so guards are looking for you. It can go down to 1, which is you've shooken them, or you can go up to 5, which is every guard in the city is converging on your location.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, yeah. So by webbing these guards and running away, we've dropped it down to 1 at this point. You've shaken them off. Just so you guys know, some of the things that increase it, it's just whatever you think would it. Putting on disguise lowers it. Doing something really conspicuous raises it just by 1 or up 1 or down 1. When the pursuit level reaches 5, a group of guards shows up. A couple of guards, a couple scouts, people want to get you. After a couple rounds after that, some tougher guards show up, and then as Findazzle breathlessly relates to you, so there I was, and I was just kind of, blasting them with spells, and I thought, this is fine. Illusions, I'll get out of here. They've got a, remember the big mechanical fellow, the shield guardian? Yes, this guy. The Duke had him. It's like a 10-foot tall, built from adamantine and oak timber, just stomping through the streets kind of thing. Yeah, he's still out there. And I think he's looking for us.
Oh.
Yes, so let's just perhaps get moving, don't you think? Where should we go?
Was your spherical friend, did it divulge any information?
Yeah, like I explained, like there was a dragon in bronze and a shadowy figure with a crown and a scepter, and I think we gotta get the blessing from the queen to get out of here.
Is that something they do, like on the Queen's Festival? Can you like form a line? Is it like, do you sit on her lap? Like, how does it ask?
Is anyone from Grayhaven?
I don't think so. Not.
No, that's right. Everyone came from off the map onto this. That's a great question. You guys should talk to somebody. See if you can find this information out.
Let's talk to that guard. Wait, no.
Yeah. Oh, but I think web is concentration based, by the way. Nice. Good. Okay. Really awesome stuff, by the way. So inspiration to everybody at the table right now for some excellent role play.
Inspire.
Does that mean what?
It means you can and I'll
Take advantage on a roll.
Yeah.
Oh.
hand out some of these just so we can remember. Yeah, it lets you basically roll your d20 again on a roll.
Thank you.
Ha.
Oh, I still was like.
Hey, I'm bad at that.
Close range.
Thank you.
Can you throw it to me? Just like
No, I feel like it's gonna go
shot
badly.
of redemption. Okay.
It's not gonna
So,
go well.
Yes. Okay. So you've got guards looking for you all over the city. You cannot get out right now.
I do have David because I am playing one of your games, a disguise kit.
A disguise kit is not a bad idea. Okay.
No, you definitely. I feel like you had one before.
Yes.
I feel like that's in your.
Yeah,
Definitely in your
I always
bag.
have a disguise kit.
That is a
So,
great-
Jack Holiday.
is there
You're
something?
gonna need him to get out of town. one
Is there
time.
something like in our immediate vicinity that I could use to augment said disguise kit and kind of create convincing disguises for us? Because I think we're going to need to do some recon and talk to some locals without like bringing up any kind of like problem. So
Findazzle's stroking his beard, going, "Yes, yes, a little espionage, a little skullduggery, eh? I've always thought I'd be a rather."
I've got plenty of cat hair and spirit gum. I just need a little bit of extra to kind of like
Well, let
mustaches for all.
Oh.
Put hair back on chest.
Let me
They'll
just-
never recognize.
Let me describe what you guys see as you poke your heads around the corner at this massive marketplace where anything you could possibly want is for sale at the same time. Just because I wrote it all, so we'll share a little bit. The dance is still going on. There's a whole big thing going there. The two unicorn hair tassel vendors are still staring venomously at each other. One go, and like, unicorn hair tassels! The other guy like just trying to outstream each other and just put like people standing by, just watching it, just taking it in.
I'm into this show.
You also see vendors of roast legs of mutton, Flagons of dwarven stout or elven bubbly are available at different food vendors. Spiced meat pies and more exotic grub, including fried and glazed dough nests, fairy berry pastries, glimmerberry jam with raw honeycomb, sugared jewel beetles, steamed reed dumplings, roast snake on a skewer, boiled owlbear eggs, and of course, strawberries the size of bowling balls.
Wow.
And Boston Market.
Yeah, they're gonna throw it in there, and hot dog.
I just want some mac and cheese now. Some cornbread.
Yes. So you also notice a variety of just extremely unusual vendors selling all sorts of odd things, including quasi-magical things. There's like a very like wan-looking elf just like standing there at just like probably just a bit of petrified wood on a couple like just a weird table of rock. I'm just going, dream flowers for lovers and dreamers. Just like someone else.
All right, so we're gonna talk to that person.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need one more D6 roll to determine my unusual vendor attitude.
4.
There's an unusual vendor attitude chart. Thank you. Oh, perfect. Distracted. Attention's temporarily elsewhere. So as you guys come up, she goes, wait, just one? The flowers are speaking to me. And starts to gaze off into the sky.
Thank you.
Hooray! Okay, great. Okay, so let's revisit. So thank you for tipping $10 to the channel. That means Serantis Stud.
Is there anti-stud?
What's that?
Anti-stud.
Sir
Sir
Anti-Stud.
Anti-Stud.
Sir Anti-Stud.
I love it. Sir Anti-Stud is about to get one of the mini boxes. These are only available on the streams. This is the only way to get these. It's cool. It's kind of like a prequel to some of the stuff you guys are doing.
Yeah.
You encounter the Isle Green, which is the last bastion of the Empire of Plants. Basic stuff.
I love aisles and I love ships, and it's like everything. It's everything.
You're also entered 2 tickets to win. Currently, you're the only person who, so Sir Anti-Stud is going to win a month subscription to Dungeon in a Box for free, unless somebody else wants to donate like $5 to the channel. Keep us going strong. Thank you so much. Great. Okay, she just kind of is looking off somewhere else. If anyone wants to shoplift from the stand and just take whatever you want for free, you can. It would just take a sleight of hand check because she's not paying any attention. Other things you see just kind of scattered out about on the her like, again, just big chunk of petrified wood on a couple wooden posts, and probably has like a big what do you call that?
Awning.
Awning.
Mhm.
Yeah, made out of leaves that have just been stitched together overhead. You notice like little round quartz pebbles just like kind of gathered in like a small stone bowl. You don't know what those are. These freckled lilies that are kind of sitting in a vase. Got to imagine those are the dream flowers she was talking about. A jar of salve in a little wooden container with a screw-on wood lid. And a wooden chest that seems totally unique or totally mundane. Top is open, green velvet lining the insides, but you notice like elaborate elven inscriptions around the outsides and a little bush.
That's all well and good. Is there any kind of pamphlet or brochure that tells us what's going to happen in terms like of events throughout the week? Perhaps like a Get Blessed by the Queen Day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A festival brochure.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm getting caught up in my stuff. The Findazzle comes over and is just tugs it. Hey, look what I found! As you guys are looking at that, hands a brochure to you. Sure enough, encounters at the Queen's Fair. Okay.
So, just quickly skimming through it, is there anything that would be relevant to what we're trying to do?
The Queen's Cup is an annual spectacle that attracts competitors from across the realm. The winner gets to claim the Queen's Cup, a solid platinum, double-handed goblet bearing the official seal of the Queen of Grayhaven, worth a pretty penny, no doubt. The other half of the prize is the glory. The names of past champions are known to every child in the city. In addition, of course, the winner of the tournament gets to receive the blessing of the Queen herself in a private awards
There
ceremony.
we go.
And what?
It works so neat.
And then
What's the competition? So what do I have to do?
I think, guys, we gotta do this. Think of all the friends. Think of all the friends we'll make.
Everyone will know our names.
But how will
That
we
would
get
get me closer to being Grayhaven's next top. model.
Yeah, it actually has that right underneath it. It's just
automatic entry.
automatic entry into the.
We have to win.
Yeah, the what it would be, the semifinals. Yeah.
Can I try to swipe that salve though? That
Yeah.
moves on my
Could you make a
thing?
sleight of hand check for me?
9.
Total with your sleight of
Yeah.
hand added. Great.
She is distracted.
She is
true.
distracted, but that's fine. As you just surreptitiously take it, a shadow swoops overhead. Once again, I think I've mentioned this on past streams. An abbreviated version of this adventure. We're going to get a lot of stuff happening in a very rapid succession here. Feel free to play it at your own pace at home. A shadow momentarily crosses the sun, followed a moment later by the sound of heavy wings beating and a rush of wind. You look up just in time to see a saddled griffin and rider wheel about overhead in a tight circle.
Sorry. I was just looking at it.
Midway through the aerial maneuver, the rider nimbly leaps out of the saddle, performing a graceful backflip, ha! And lands on the classic three-point Iron Man stance on the ground in front of you. Stands up, a moment later, performing a graceful backflip, lands in front of you, her broad-rimmed hat in hand. The very swashbuckler panache-ish flair. It is, of course, my figure on the cover. A moment later, the griffin hits the cobblestones, sparks shooting off as its talons skid across it as it comes screeching to a halt. In elegant tones, the rider introduces herself. "My name is Lady Penelope," she says. "Knight of the Spire. This is my griffin Talleyrand. We've been watching you. And now, despite what the Duke told me, I can see that you are, in fact, criminals and ne'er-do-wells. Something which I will not tolerate," she says, striding forward with her rapier out.
Does she
"Thieves!"
Does she recognize us?
Of course.
Do you recognize me, Horace, the extremely short human?
Did we get a deception check from you? Well, you better give me your deception check to determine how well you disguise everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that die. I rolled a 5 twice. Wow, which with my deception is still a 13.
Okay.
So
13, not bad. Let's see. Lady Penelope, though. No, nobody's fool. So she has a +6 insight. You have a 13?
yes.
All right.
4, 10.
I slowly put the mustache back up on my lip and like
Stand aside, Horace. My issue is with this thief and shoplifter. I saw you emerge from the sewer grate, members of the Thieves Guild. Yes, I've been keeping an eye on you, of course.
Oh, no, we're not thieves.
no, we
We're
were
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are friends. You are gorgeous. You are absolutely. You did the way you did that backflip with such panache. It was so admirable. You are the most.
Well, you know, the Knights of the Spire don't take
Beautiful
just
thing to
anyone. They
see.
only take the most beautiful, talented, and impressive swashbucklers in the realm.
And
That is you.
I'm glad to see that you have some sense, she says, about to sheath her sword.
And then Pragma using message, so she just hears it in her head. I think we might be best friends.
It really throws her for a loop. Turns over there. The Talleyrand lunges forward towards you and just give me a persuasion check to just
Yeah.
It's a deuce.
11.
Okay, pretty good. I'll let you roll for me there, Andrew, if you would, please.
Okay.
Okay, 11 versus... God, it's against insight again.
12
Plus
6.
Okay. But your honeyed words won't persuade me so easily. You put that back. You stay out of my head.
But I need it.
Stay out of mine.
But
Gladly. Now... Yes.
I just want to do one thing. What was your name? I'm sorry, man. What was your name again?
I'm Lady Penelope, Knight of the Spire. Don't tell me you've never heard of the Spire. Surely you're aware of the preeminent order of paladins.
Yeah, of course.
Honor, truth,
And
justice.
listen, I can tell that you are someone who does things for the greater good, and that is what I'm all about. So let me help you. Let me help you take this young man in for questioning, and so that they'll never do it again. And I put my hand on you, and I cast invisibility. So
That's amazing.
you disappear.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh!
What did you do?
Nothing. He must have some sort of like innate magical powers.
That's amazing. I like
That's
duck.
not even a lie, because she does, or he does. 'Cause she's a sorcerer.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
All right. So, do you want to make a deception check to another one? Just to confuse her instead of making her violent, as I think you're going.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, I did really poorly on that. 11.
Okay, there's still a chance she could fail. Let me see.
Okay.
Huh. I'm gonna roll that again because it was out of the thing. Yes.
Ooh.
Well, luckily you're still holding on to her. Grabs you by the invisible arm. There on the other side.
Oh, I'm like, ow.
Now I don't know what you're playing at.
We're not
We're playing in the cup.
the Queen's Cup.
The Queen's
Cup.
We're here to be part of the Queen's Cup. We
Are
have.
you?
Yeah. We're going around the market. We're just kind of getting our wits about us. We can't wait to play and meet all these new people. This person's one of our best Queen's Cuppers.
Fine.
Skin's
he
very
also,
delicate,
he
too. You
also,
gotta be
he
careful.
also was about to pay for that. I'm sure.
I think
We
that
can't
sounds
be
about
nice.
right.
I'm like,
If you
sure.
fine, if pay for it and restitution to the tune of twice its original cost. Then I shall allow you to go free. We'll forget all about this, and I'll see you in the Queen's Cup, as I myself am cupping this year.
Yeah, friends time.
You're
Be
cupping.
fighting against magic mall cops.
Last time I was cupped, I was told to turn my head and cough.
Great. So twice the cost of this magical item, 30 gold pieces.
Oh.
Pay it now, you invisible thief. Otherwise, I will take every pleasure in running you through.
Wow.
How about this? I'm gonna cast an illusion of 30 gold pieces in my hand.
Okay. Well, you're still invisible. That'll make you turn. I think, right? That'll make you turn visible if you cast.
Okay,
this.
that's fine. Do you?
That's fine. My ruse failed.
So I'm gonna cast this spell, and it doesn't make sound. So I'm gonna. Oh no! I'm actually
It's true, it
here's
does
how
make
I'm gonna
sound.
do it. I'm going to go to the place like by the register, and I'm gonna actually place my hand onto the
Okay.
thing
Oh, that's clever.
like that, and I'm gonna cast it, and then there'll be the 30 gold pieces.
Perfect. All I need is a deception check. You guys have been rolling really well at those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, 24.
Okay, that's pretty good.
good
Go ahead and
deception.
roll for me. Yeah, Daniel, perfect.
Gotta be good at something.
19.
24. Oh, did she get 20? Oh, wait, 25?
So she got a 25.
Oh no!
No.
Can I re-
Back to jail.
Wait, inspiration. Oh no, wait, no, maybe not. Hold on, wait.
Do you want to spend your inspiration on your
It's
roll?
like
So roll. You rolled a.
griffin meat.
I
tonight.
rolled pretty high already. I rolled a 24.
So yeah, you'd have to
That's not
roll
much.
higher than your original
I'm
roll.
not gonna
there.
get much from that.
Okay,
no, it's not
great.
good.
She goes, ah, very good. I see. Never trust a thief. She pulls from around her neck a little whistle,
Oh no.
goes really high, and then you start hearing the
No.
Oh no, not that guy.
guards starting to come through the streets. Guards, come at once! And it seems like trouble's going to be breathing down your neck in 1 second.
We need to get out of here.
Is there? Can we take
Ooh,
any kind of
Hondo.
action before that?
Yeah, absolutely.
trouble,
So
Hondo.
it's going to take a second for the this guy to show up on the scene. He's not currently there yet. Let's put you guys.
Can Pragma quickly pull out 30 gold pieces and pay?
Yes, you can, of course.
Alright, Pragma's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You know how easy it is for friends to mix up illusion money and real money. You get it. You leave the house and you're like, okay, I got my wallet, my non-real illusion wallet. I got my keys, my fake keys. So he puts 30 gold pieces. We didn't mean to, sir, ma'am. And
Yes.
the person is like working at the place
Oh.
and suddenly turns.
Hey, shh. No, not quite. The dreams. She
Oh,
still
yeah.
hasn't noticed any of this.
And then Pragma's like, oh yeah. I see the dreams too. This is great.
Unfortunately,
here's
it's
the 30
too
for
little.
the sub.
Too little, too late, I'm afraid. Blows on her thing again. Guards,
Okay, I'm gonna
hurry!
take this 30 back.
Yeah, take it back.
You already paid that. That's double theft.
What?
Oh,
There's no exchange of goods.
Oh, the courts will decide that. To the barrister. Okay, sorry. What are you doing?
What? This is escalated so quickly.
Listen. I can tell that you are a mirthful and entertaining person, and this little joke that you've played on all of your friends in order to get them to come rushing to the market to meet innocent people is very interesting, and I can't wait to see the look on their faces when you go tell them that. So if you could roll a wisdom DC 14.
Ooh, that's not bad. All right, I'll take that die, please. 14 wisdom save. How she got on that? She's a tough customer. She passes. Sadly.
All right. Cheese it!
Are we all running?
We're running. We're running.
We are running.
We're running. I'm picking up Findazzle.
Yeah, Findazzle, who was like looking around for other pamphlets or stuff, missed all that. You grab him. He goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's Lady Penelope. Oh, hello, Lady Penelope. Where are we going? What's going on?" And you down the streets. It's great. She like calls for Talleyrand, and the Griffin comes over there, and she mounts up. And
We can
starts
outrun a griffin, right?
taking to the sky. You guys duck through the streets a couple times, disappear from sight, and that will just say you guys cut to inside of an alcove, breathing heavily. Great, one of the little forking path points in the campaign.
This is good cardio workout before this cup.
Excellent.
What exactly is the cup? Crack my ass, Findazzle.
Yeah, well, what sort of...
What sort of games are we playing?
It's
Those are
different
games.
every year as you guys are reapplying different disguises or whatever.
Yes!
Us.
Just
Mustache is the worst.
splitting that, making mutton chops.
Oh.
It's different every year. Different competitors come from all around to compete. I mean, previous years it was what did they have? Oh God, it was a giant crocodile covered in grease, and you had to get what was it? I think they had one of the teeth had a big golden bracelet on it that people had to try and get off without losing their lives.
Yeah.
It's quite unusual, quite interesting. Another year was a reading competition, so it's just very strange.
A breathing competition?
A reading.
A reading competition.
Yes.
Reading comprehension. This is the ACTs.
That was a tough year.
Yeah.
Everyone was stressed out.
You were also killed.
A lot of safety schools that year.
So there's a bunch of stuff that I would love to work into this game that we're gonna have to skip over. My favorite thing that I would have liked to let's just see what it would have been. There's a whole manor house heist that leads up to this where you have yeah.
Cool.
But we're skipping over that.
That would have
for
been
this
cool
stuff.
in our disguises.
No.
I know.
That's why you guys
I feel like a mustache would
keep getting
cover
these
you.
boxes.
You just like
Because you can't expand.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this is literally like the sample games. Because like this
Yeah.
adventure is like you can play this one for 2 months.
So as you,
Yeah.
this one is
crazy.
this one is crazy. So this, as you see, the other side has a couple building interiors. Also matches up with the map over here. So gosh, it's just great, isn't it, guys?
It is.
And you could be yours. Thank you so much, Bondo, for the throwing some tips our ways. So that gives you 4 tickets to win your 1 month subscription to this for free. It also gets you the Dungeon and Box mini box. Could be yours. Anybody who's watching, this is a $10 tip to saving throw. Gets you the mini box with that adventure, and $5 gets you entered for the raffle. So get on in, folks. Manor House. Just curiosity. So this is the house you guys were changing in or whatever. We'll just see what was going on in there. Could you guys roll? Just to give you a taste of what this would have been. I need a D6 from each of you. Yeah.
2.
5.
2. Great. Okay, so this was a manor house that was protected by, patrolled by 3 trained direwolves and their hunt master. 5 from you. The master of the house was a druid with a feral pet. Great. A giant toad. There's a wealthy druid.
2.
2. Great. It was trapped, as you guys found out, or would have found out if you went in there, with spiked iron portcullises that drop into place over the doors.
Ooh.
And
1.
the location of the relic you would have been trying to steal was a locked safe located in the master bedroom. Great. Cool. So there's so it's like just all these different ways to run different heists. But forget about that. That's not happening.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you. The Queen's Cup. So
Yeah.
jump back.
Nice.
Into the cup.
Good. It takes place in the plaza this year. You guys change into whatever the new. I am actually
okay?
curious.
And how
What
many
disguise?
days
What did you
away
disguise
from
yourself? What
the
did you
original
do?
Queen's
not
Cup?
good.
From the
No.
Queen's Cup were we?
I think
I wanna hear
as
that.
written, you have like a week until the Queen's Cup, so there's all these like events that can lead up to it.
So this is like our 8th disguise we've gone through.
Yeah.
You guys are starting to get real.
They're
Oh,
It's
we
real
did.
bad. Like
Now,
whatever
now
I
we
got.
actually accidentally disguise ourselves as each other.
And you keep getting confused by who's who. Agma or Pragma, Samo. Okay, hilarity ensues.
I'm just looking for friends.
So I do want to know, what are the names you guys give as you are announced as you guys enter the big Queen's Cup Plaza here to compete? There's like the crier as you guys come in, and I actually better set up some more stuff here on our map. Here we go.
Max powers.
It is a name you mustn't touch.
So we've got our bleachers over here on the sides, which are packed with people.
I shall be Robin of Locksley. No, I'm just kidding.
There's a tree in there and stuff like that. What else do we need here? Big royal tent that's on looking. Right, it's taking place at the steps that lead up to the castle itself. As you guys arrive, the edges of the square are packed with commoners who have come for the spectacle of either standing or sitting in the bleachers. We can throw all sorts of people in if we like. Let's go. Etc., etc.
We want the redhead.
Queen Sophia herself is in attendance, watching from a distance, surrounded by loyal knights. Accompanying her is the visiting high dignitary of the Drow, Princess Celandine. You briefly catch a glimpse of her and recognize this as the lady who's being transported through the streets in that wagon, the person who dropped the ring for you. Celandine stands beneath a tarpaulin woven from what appears to be pure darkness, just like woven fabric of darkness. That is, the covering is supported over her at each corner by huge wrought iron rods held up by 4 skeletons. Each skeleton has been painted from skull to foot in extremely intricate line work, done in many colorful pigments. Despite the odd scene, the princess and the queen seem to be enjoying each other's company. Yeah, great. Waiting in the plaza are everybody else who's going to compete this year. And the goal is explained to you as you are announced. It's quite simple. All you have to do is collect the pennant from the top of the pillar. So as you guys hopefully can see, there's one of the challenges of doing a map is trying to depict height and elevation. This is like a Trafalgar Square style Nelson's
Gotcha.
pillar.
I love it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Richard McSunday, thank you for the resub.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay. The exact nature of the Queen's Cup differs each year, but the goal is always the same. Bring the Queen's pennant to the top of the plaza steps. So bring this to here.
Capture the flag.
Capture the flag. Whoever does so first wins the tournament. So this is all being announced by the guy. Whoever does so first wins the tournament. While each year always brings a new twist to the formula, it is always a trial of strength, speed, wits, and of course, luck. Great. So there's a bunch of other people who are going to be competing against you guys to try and get this pennant. I'm going to need, again, some rolls, random tables to see what's going on. So everyone's adventure is different. All right. How many groups do we want to have here? Great. Okay, so I need a D8 roll this time. If people would please. Thank you.
Fancy. 6.
6. Very good. Great. Group, pair of wild berserkers. Very good. Reckless half-orc twins. Look towards Samo. Great. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Yep. Doing great.
4.
4. Great. A dwarf in full plate armor, ready for anything. He's got his war hammer out across his shoulders, just looking everyone over. Grizzled scars across his face. Give me a D8 roll, if you would, please.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
4.
The other dwarven veteran looking at him, just going, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
It's kind of butting heads, rival clans, clearly. Okay.
1.
1, great. And an alliance of commoners. 6 commoners backing each other up. All right, we got it this year, right? Yeah. If you win, we all split the cup, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's throw down.
Yeah, they're not going to really split it.
No, we
all
will.
know that.
We will.
No.
It's gonna get real ugly.
They're like people who are like, if I won the lottery, I'd donate.
To myself.
Yeah.
To myself.
For more lottery tickets.
Commoners. And then we're going to need a couple of badass. Perfect. We'll make these two guys here. Veteran.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of dudes here today. Great. Our two guys in red are our two veterans. All our guys in blue here are our commoners. And then you guys are in the back. Okay. I'm also going to do a quick roll to determine what special gear and stuff they have. So not only are they commoners or whatever, they're commoners with dragon scale armor, massive interlocking steel plates they've managed to get from somewhere. So they have these giant old suits of armor they're putting on. And, ooh, interesting. One of the berserkers seem to have special potions which are fizzing violently inside of
Acid.
like blue and just like crazy Alka-Seltzer percolating stuff. Oh wait, I need to get my berserker in as well. Okay, great. Yeah, and then finally, okay, great. Then the veterans each have flasks of alchemist fire.
Veterans? Who are the commoners?
Sorry, the dwarves. There's two dwarves. I'm going to simplify and just say we've got two dwarves,
4 commoners.
a barbarian, 4 commoners, and then you guys.
Great.
Good. All of them have the same goal, which is try and get to the top of this here and get the pennant back. You guys will all be working as a team. As you guys get announced, just what character names would you give for the? You're in disguise, right?
Oh yeah, my person's name is Sinrop.
Is what?
Sinrop.
Sinrop. Great. Very good. Sinrop. Sinrop, the high elf. Are you ready?
As in high elf.
I'm Clarence McChancy.
Clarence McChancy.
Norman.
Norman, the normal half orc.
Brad Truffleburger.
Oh, Brad Truffleburger.
Couldn't think of anything.
It's perfect.
Great name.
Oh, the Northern Truffleburgers.
At the Brad Truffleburger.
Oh, Brad.
Norman. Great. So when you
Got
guys, if
flustered.
you guys manage to win, the name Brad Truffleburger will go down in history forever. Great. So you guys, on the count of 1, 2, 3, maybe the best men win. Okay, everybody, roll initiative again.
Oh, man.
So again, this is the point of this account is get to the top of the post, get the flag off.
Question. While all this is going on, is it pretty dark because the way the sun's hitting? Are we in?
You guys are in shadow there. I think we can say that's shadow
Sorry,
from
looking
the
at your
sun
paper,
coming
I'm
down. This is
sorry.
kind of like
My
a
class
wall. Anywhere there's shadows, probably
Okay,
shadow.
before all this, can Pragma have tried knowing that
Yes.
to tie their shoelaces together? At least the commoners.
Yes.
Yeah, underhandedness is of course an important part of winning the game. Yeah, the commoners
amazing.
totally. Give me a sleight of hand check opposed by their insight, which for commoners is 0.
Commoners. Do
Oh no. Well,
Guys,
it's a 6.
you have inspiration?
they fail to notice. Okay, you managed to tie all their
That's
shoes together.
amazing.
Yeah, Pragma's used to Velcro, so he's not even
so
sure how this
amazing.
works, but he still gets it done.
Crack has Velcro shoes. Hey guys, let me just. All right, ready to go on my adventure. Is anyone else taking any steps before you get going? Some of these guys have special gear and everything like that. You obviously have fake names. Otherwise, you can just give me what your initiative checks are,
Is someone going to say get ready, set, go?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
and then everyone goes at the same time.
All right, then I would like to cast Enthrall.
When they say go.
Before, if I can, if that's
Okay.
allowed.
Yeah, so they don't allow it beforehand.
Okay,
So
all
that's
right,
why he had to
fair
be
enough.
sneaky.
Fair enough.
But yeah, you can do it right when they say go if you want.
Are you can I cast Mage Hand before we get started to
Just have it floating around.
I'll see if the dwarves if I can one of their fizzing potions, see if I can like pull it out and drop it next to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is that don't know.
No, I'm okay with that beforehand. Sleight of hand check. That sounds good. Go ahead and give me that too. I think if you had subtle spell or something like that, it would just
10.
be clear that you were just going enthrall.
Well,
Get you right, wouldn't it?
yeah. Let's
Okay.
resolve this.
I'm sorry, I didn't. Were you at the?
No, that was
no.
Okay.
my
Literally,
bad.
I'm
what
sorry.
I'm doing is so disruptive.
I rolled a 10. I rolled a 10, so I don't know.
Great. Okay, against the dwarven veterans. Can you roll a d20 for me, please, Andrew?
They roll a 5.
They fail to notice.
Amazing.
Well, yeah. So I guess if you dropped it, they would probably notice that. But maybe you could,
Could it
like uncork it or something, so it starts like
Yes.
spilling out.
Yes, that's a better
A
idea.
little potion, or like
Yeah.
you uncork it and just the fizziness just starts making it
Yes.
just spill out all over the top. Great. We'll say this guy loses his potion, and then are you doing anything, Samo, before you guys are on your marks?
I'm just really nervous.
Okay.
And I know that once we're like, if we have to battle anybody, I can help get people with advantage because when I'm raging, if I rage, I'm saving my rage.
Go! Everyone go charging forward. Initiative checks, please. Did you? Unless
I
everybody
already
15.
rolled it.
Okay, what is it?
15.
15. Okay, Norman.
12.
Norman.
12. Thank you. Clarence.
22.
Great. And Sinro?
12.
12. Okay, wow. Clarence, you're definitely going to go first. I'm going to roll once for all of my other guys. Nice. Okay, awesome. So, Clarence, a.k.a. Jack,
Right.
you get straight off the mark. You dart between everybody's legs.
Yeah, I'm gonna run and I'm gonna roll and I'm gonna just like dart between everyone and then I'm gonna stop right here.
Oh, Jesus.
And then I'm gonna turn around and be like, you know, competition is a funny thing. Do we really gotta think about why we're fighting each other or trying to get this thing off the top here? And I just go on and on and on.
Pragma goes, that is funny.
Yeah. A distracting string of words causing creatures of your choice that can see within range, that can hear you, and then within 60 yards, or 60 feet, excuse me. They make a wisdom saving throw. DC 14.
Okay, I'm going to roll. Commoners all at once fail. Veteran succeeds, veteran fails, and this guy succeeds. Okay, so...
2 ends.
Yeah, these guys, so all the commoners fail, and then one of the dwarven veterans
So,
fail.
on a failure, they fail to perceive any other creature other than me until the spell ends.
What spell was that?
Enthrall.
Enthrall.
That's what I was trying to do
Amazing.
to everyone, so they just wouldn't hear the go command. But
Great. Oh, gotcha. Well, that's gonna pretty much just stop them in their tracks. So that leaves
That's
one
amazing.
veteran and one
Yeah.
berserker. Great. I love
and
it.
they can't shake their teammates out of it. I would imagine.
No, I would agree with that. Okay.
Cool. And then one of
and
you were listening, so you're actually inspired. So you get bardic inspiration. So
Sweet.
add a D6 to a roll of any
Yes.
kind.
I gotcha. Okay, Brad, aka Tristan. You see all those guys get totally enthralled.
Oh, that's amazing. Let's see.
You're just going on, and they're just going.
Nothing I'm saying makes
I don't know. I'm gonna. Oh boy. I'm gonna cast minor illusion, and like a copy of that thing that's on top of there.
Uh huh.
Like, I'm gonna like
I happen to have another one.
place it like where. Let me see. Who's our guy we want to get rid of? Maybe like, no, actually, I was thinking to get the berserker and the dwarf and be like, cast it and be like, it's over there, and like point at it. And I'm gonna place it like
right here.
no, probably where. Like I'll start. It's over there, and like it's like there.
Okay, way off the side. Okay,
You have
good.
to,
A
like,
classic deception move. Great. I'll make them roll insight to notice that. Do you move on your turn, or you're happy to stand back?
I point and go, and I start to like run towards it like. It's
Oh,
a thing.
great! It's working. So you push your way through. That's about how far we can move you. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Great. So you manage to run,
Ugh.
break your way through the crowd, partway across the plaza. People are cheering and going crazy, except for I guess everyone who's confused. They're ready for like the big go. And halfway just runs out and goes, "Stop!" There's a lot of confused murmurs, but people start get going now that Tristan's come out the gate. Great.
Yeah.
And then Sinrope. I'm sorry. We'll just say Pragma.
Sure, yeah. Prima's
With your
going
last
to just kind of inch slowly the other way, and just keep a low profile. Act like he's like, just almost more or less on a stroll.
Great. Okay, just scrolling up. Great. The dwarf veteran pulls out his flask. The one guy who reaches for his flask, finds that the cork is missing from it, and then throws it down and just like, okay, don't fail me now, dwarf legs. 10, 15, 20, 25, stop, winded. Let's hear it. Actually, so he double movement, which he will do. 15, 20, 25. Great. So he hustles as fast as possible and just manages to get to this broad circular stone dais, get up on it, and you can see him like get ready to like jump and like hug the pillar and start like shimmying his way up. The berserker.
Was anyone fooled by the fake tile? No, was anyone fooled
Oh,
by the
he
fake
should
tile?
roll. They should roll, shouldn't they, for that? Thank you for reminding me. Inside for the... yeah, actually, so sorry. He actually was running this way. I'm going to get it first. The berserker is not, however.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. He kind of swerves around you, totally ignoring
fast.
Pragma. Yeah, he's a little bit faster. Charges up to the dais, and he gets ready to just do like huge leap and start shimmying up this column, which as you guys look at it, you can see that it is quite tall. I'll tell you exactly how much. 40 feet.
Oof.
It's this towering, huge thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Gets ready to jump up there. No one else, everyone is still completely enthralled by that guy and is not going to do anything. Back to the top.
His
Except
Waymo
Samo
gone?
hasn't gotten
Samo,
I
Norman.
I know I'm last, but dang.
I know, it sucks. Sorry.
Norman, is that your
I don't know why. I always, whatever, it's fine. I'm okay with it.
Samo, no, sounds good.
I'm fine. Norman's fine. Normal. Norman.
Great.
So I am.
You also see that half-orc berserker who came charging ahead?
Yeah, I am gonna go after that guy.
He also stops and turns towards you and goes, "Next time, model, coming at you."
Oh.
No, I model, and I like. It's like Zoolander all of a sudden. We're like blue stealing each other, like
Yeah.
no, but
He's showing off his thighs.
and I'm like pecs, and he's like thighs, and I'm like pecs, and he's like thighs, and I'm like
They're pretty good thighs, though. They're
right.
really
I
amazing.
know they're amazing, and I'm like a little intimidated, but I press on, and I'm gonna run up by him.
Oh, I press on with my thighs.
Yeah, leg press, bench press.
Okay.
And so
The two of you guys, neck and neck. So
Yeah.
if you want to get there, you'll have to double move. You're not attacking him, you're just racing him towards
I'm just
the pillar.
racing towards him.
Back to the top. Okay, now really actually back to the top. You still
So
enjoying
Jack
everybody?
is kind of like found a stool that he can sit on and be like, you know, when I was growing up, there sure were a lot of characters. And like, starts
the
doing,
dwarf is like starting to tear up.
doing like a terrible one-man show.
Oh my gosh!
And it's like, you know, and one of them reminded me of that fellow over there. In fact, why don't you just come over here and talk with me for a while? So, this guy needs to roll
Oh,
DC
no.
14 Wisdom save.
Well, wait a minute. I bet that's a concentration spell to
It is
maintain the
not.
throw. It is not. Do I get to make saves on my turn then?
I
to
mean, you
shake
can
it?
take a look at it, but
No,
there's
I'm-
no C next to the
I believe you.
because that's what
So
that would be.
they get to make saves on their turn then, probably, to shake it off.
They don't. Apparently, I'll read the text.
What? It's just
You
a game-ruining spell.
Okay, so there's no concentration mark next to it, right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay.
You're right.
And then the spell reads as the following: you weave a distracting string of words, causing creatures to their
Correct.
choice to only see you. Basically, if they fail a saving wisdom throw, if they on a failed save, the target has disadvantage on wisdom perception checks to
Oh.
perceive any other creature.
Okay, so
besides
they
you.
can still go. Great. So
Yes.
I think they're starting to get annoyed that they're going to leave. Got it. So they just have disadvantage on their stuff. That's
Okay.
helpful. So this guy, he had to make a save.
Yes, I am going to still use suggestion on him, and the
God.
suggestion is to just drop out of the cup.
Okay. And what did he have to roll to beat that?
DC 14.
He passed then. Great.
Okay, great. So he doesn't go for it.
Oh, drop out a cup. No. Oh, those squats, they weren't for nothing. They were for this! Gonna climb this pillar just with my thighs.
I'm all arms. He's all thighs.
Yeah. It'd be easier to do with the arms.
Uh-huh.
All right,
moving?
so I am going to then, as a result, be like, see ya, and then just I'm just gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna be right behind this guy here.
Okay, Tristan, you're up.
I'm gonna cast on all the guys gathered there. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use the end post guys. I'm gonna cast web on them and using them each other as like the thing the
Oh,
web
God.
clings to.
Why did I give you web? Great, yeah, that's brilliant. Okay, I'll have to roll to see if they manage to shimmy out of there or not, but just blam, just web them into their
Like
thing.
a spin as the other guys running. Yeah.
Gotcha. So that takes down, possibly take down all 5 of those guys.
Cool.
Awesome, well done. Do you move on your turn, Tristan?
I'm gonna actually spin and run towards the. Actually.
The real pennant?
No, I'm gonna see if I can still. I'm gonna slow down so the other guy's running ahead of me, and that way, in case he does turn around, I can maybe get.
Oh
him
no,
with
you're
something.
getting the real pennant.
Like, oh no, I'm so weak. You're winning. Ah.
Ha ha ha.
So I want to keep up that deception if I can.
Great, weak humans. All right, Pragma.
All right, I'm gonna double move. So
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna get here, and then
Pragma, what is your passive perception? I actually need to know your passive perception as well.
it's 15.
Mine's 12.
You don't notice anything. Pragma, as you race up there, just I'll tell you this and you can keep going.
Okay.
You just happen to notice that there are words carved around the base of the pillar.
Great.
From where you're standing, you can only see the first part, but it says, "Make haste slowly, the pennant," and then that's all you can see. Just kind of like carved around like the
But
base
it's
there.
a full sentence around. I'm just only on one part.
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
all you can see from where you're standing.
Okay. So my other move, can I just circle around?
Sounds good. Okay. Make haste. It's a. What languages do you speak actually?
I speak Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
Great. Okay, so common you could read "Make haste slowly," and then after that it's something in a language you don't read, and then it says "If you wish her well," and then something in a language you don't read.
Except I use comprehend language, and I touch the text, and I read it perfectly.
Ooh.
Wizards. Okay, so the 4 languages you identify: Common, Dwarven, Elven, and Halfling. In turn, make haste slowly. The pennant will be yours if you wish her well, kindly and nobly.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's what it says. You also notice, got people with a 12 or higher. Now that you're out here, you can see that these pennants hanging on the wall behind you just catch your eye. So you notice this and you notice this. Do you have 12 passive perception?
Mine's
No,
13.
10.
13. Okay, so Tristan's the only one who doesn't notice this. You just notice there's banners embroidered with the same phrases of welcoming. It's like, "Welcome to the Queen's Cup," but in all the different 4 languages of the realm. So it's Halfling and Elven and all that stuff. Anyway, you guys notice that. And Tristan, or Pragma, that's probably your turn, casting the spell and running around the base. Great. Do you tell anyone else that? Because you're the only one who's read the
no.
base. Gotcha. Next in the order is Tristan. Right?
I think I just.
You
did.
just
just
did.
did.
Sorry.
You guys
Okay.
haven't gone.
So it's
right?
all of my
Okay.
guys. Great. The
All your guys and then me after that.
I'm
Aw.
Weak, stupid human.
ha. Oh, he's a dwarf, so of course he goes, "Ach, lassie! Well, it's not a blasted pennant at all. It's just weird mumbo jumbo." He's a dwarf. That's why I do my great dwarf accent.
So good. I love it.
He turns towards you. He goes, "Oh, that was you, wasn't it? A bit of a wee bump on your noggin will set you right." And he comes towards
no.
you, turns around, takes his
I'm like,
warhammer. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, good. He can get up to you. And just swings to take you down. I don't take kindly to that. I don't.
Very delicate.
Oh my god, Tristan.
Just not the face.
Okay, the first swings really wide. Just, "Ah!" And then as you breathe a sigh of release, you backswing.
Oh.
Conks on the back of the head. You take 8 points of
Oh.
bludgeoning damage.
Ah.
This kind of sends you. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, that'll teach you. All these guys shake their stuff off, so he's going to try and catch up to the real pennant now. the other dwarf veteran comes charging up behind you, Jack. All of the commoners go, "Oh, you guys, let's go! Hurry!" And all fall together, face down on the stairs.
Hilarious.
You have laughter abounds from over there. The half orc jumps up onto the pillar and starts to scale with all due speed.
So he wasn't stuck with the web?
No, the half orc was already
That's right.
made it
These
out.
guys. I'm sorry. Thank you. This is why I need stuff on the map. No, I didn't roll for any of them to get stuck to see if they got through the web.
Let's see.
He does not get through the web. He is totally webbed. And these guys are now, we'll say, prone in the web as well. So, never mind. I'm sorry. I forgot that. So it's even more comical where you turn back and they're just going, "Ah!" Just out of, that's a concentration spell, so you'll have to, if you cast another spell, that web will go away.
Okay.
But you've got them there for now. I'm pretty sure it's concentration.
Awesome throw.
Oh,
no.
That was amazing.
Tom.
That's exactly what I needed.
It's almost like you've used this before.
I love it. That's perfect. They've been
Forgot their
webbed.
shoes were
Amazing.
tied though. That was
So
useful.
the
Oh,
one
yeah, the shoes are tied too.
we've
Yeah.
got
very
one
hard.
real they've got lots of problems.
Yeah.
we cheated a lot.
Home Alone.
Yeah.
Home Alone.
They were cheating as well. These guys have all sorts of potions
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. Don't worry about it. This guy leaps onto the pillar, the one real contender for the thing, and starts shimmying up it with all speed. Make a little strength check for him.
Yeah, I imagine
Yeah, great. He hits it and
Very
just
unregulated.
shimmying. He gets about halfway up the pillar. Actually, gosh, he would get all the way up because he's going to double move.
What?
Mm-hmm. Ha ha ha! Hoo! Ha 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 ha! He gets up until he's just hanging off, like he can't get quite close enough to grab the pennant, but he gets up to the top of the pillar. Question?
Oh no.
Oh no? Okay. Great. That's it for my guys. Same-o.
Oh God. I'm gonna try to get up to. I gotta beat this guy. Like I feel like he's my nemesis right now.
Well, yeah, and if he gets this, he gets into the finals.
Yeah, no,
automatically.
I'm going up there. I'm
Yeah.
going for him. So I'm gonna double move too. And
Okay. Or if you prefer to just single move up, what you could do is that gets you close enough if you want to
Can I
grab him
grab
by
his
his
foot?
leg and
yank him down. His legs are
Opposed.
very strong though.
That's right. Oppose strength checks to try and pull this guy off.
Oh my gosh, let's do it. Let's
All right.
fight to the
Half orc versus
strength.
half orc.
Sweet.
Okay, go ahead. Do you
To
want
the
to roll for me,
strength.
my friend, to see how this
Sure.
half orc?
I want to
goes?
get advantage on strength checks.
Is it roll a D20,
Are you
David?
raging?
Oh, I'm not though. I just think I got it. Oh,
Do you want to rage?
yeah.
All right.
D20?
D20.
I think I'm gonna rage.
Oh, well, he rolled a 17, courtesy of.
Oh, thanks.
Don't blame me.
That's why,
Thanks,
that's why I had to do
Andrew.
it.
Seriously, no.
You have advantage, but you get to roll twice because you have advantage. You use the
I'm
high
gonna-
one. Oh, you already did?
Can I?
You're using your inspiration. Thank you for
Thank
giving us your
you.
inspiration.
Yeah.
We need it.
Remember, guys, it's not too late to continue to donate for the box. And
Oh,
giveaway.
much better.
Uh-oh, what'd you get?
Okay. So what's my strength? I can do maths. 22.
Oh, no. He's got a... No, that gets him. He only had 21.
Yes.
Awesome. He should have done his own thing. He gets yanked, falls down off of the pillar, hits the ground with a big thud, and takes a bunch of damage from that as well. Nice. All right. Samo, that's it. Back to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Jack.
so Clarence McChancy is like, I'm glad you're down here. Could you and your friend over here give me a boost? I need to get up there.
To the guy who just fell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast as a second level spell, Charm Person, which means I can target 2 people.
It's a very
they need-
disruptive guy to have
They
at
need to
a
roll
big competition.
a DC 14,
Okay.
and
They are rolling really well.
okay, so they both pass, huh?
Stop it! Go!
Okay, so I see that clearly doesn't work. So I'm going to scramble up the pole, screaming. Whoa!
Okay, so you climb your way
Up
up
the
the pole.
face!
Okay, very good. So that gets you. You can climb about half your speed. Just give me a. I just need DC 10 athletics check to climb.
Oh. Nope.
Oh no.
I
He is
saw how
not
these
working
half orcs
out.
were doing it, and you like leap on it and just slide.
This is the fun of playing a character who can only do one thing, because if they don't manage to do that one thing,
Completely
Just
terrible.
nothing. Tristan, believe it is you.
Okay, so can I cast a cantrip and keep the web going, or if I cast another spell, it makes the web go away?
You can cast other spells. I'm sorry, just can't be anything else with concentration, I believe, right? Yeah. Great.
So cantrips are.
Stay right there. I've got to put you in your place.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so I'm a coward. So actually, I just straight up panic and do like scorching ray. Like there's 3 beams.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt him.
3 beams. 2d6.
Okay, well you have to roll to hit him
It's
first.
like a baby dragon. Just doesn't know.
Totally panic. Gonna lose concentration for the
absolutely.
web. Total coward.
Did any of us review the rules? Is it all right to like grievously injure the other people trying?
People
to...
start cheering for the first time. People were like, when people whack, when he got you a little bit, people were like, yeah. And then when you go, everyone goes, woo, all right.
almost as brutal as the reading contest.
Yeah.
It's just such a kind of like, he hit me and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to die. Like, just like.
Murder is frowned on if you like kill someone outright in front of everybody. People go, bad sportsmanship. That must be disqualified.
What do
But yeah, just burning someone badly is fine.
Oh, no
reading this
problem.
book without any eyes.
Actually would be great. All you have to do is read this one book, all you 50 people.
Is there a plus of being to hit with this attack? I can't tell.
Yeah, it would be it's probably +5 or something like that for your
Okay.
spell mod.
Okay.
We'll go with +5.
Okay, so each ray do I need to roll for? There's 3.
Yeah, you do. You roll for each ray.
Okay,
Is it just once?
so,
I don't know.
Well, did you roll well?
I rolled 16 for the first for 16.
Perfect. All right, I'll say that's fine. Roll your
Okay.
damage. You hit him with all the rays. It's just
Okay.
all right, just one big whack on the, and then just
7.
gets lit up. Great.
Ooh, 13.
And then Pragma.
14, 15. So 20. 24 points of damage.
Flames engulf the guy, just burn him badly. You lose sight of him for a second in like a comical cartoon, like just blast of fire and smoke. And then it clears. He spits, face all black and white. Oh, I was playing before, but nah, man.
Oh, no. Can I run away?
It
Do I
looks
have
like
time to run?
you can move.
I am running away.
It looks
just
like he's
straight towards the
bloodied
queen.
by that.
Yeah,
like you can
running
see, like
away.
he's like missing a couple
As
teeth
far
and like
as I can.
just bad. With his beard is pretty much like just what is it, like embers still burning on his
Yeah.
face. Oh, I'm gonna kill you for that one. I don't care if they disqualify me.
It looks like Yosemite Sam after some dynamite.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely. Pragma, you're up.
Great. So remind me again. I read the thing around. It says,
Okay,
make
and it says-
haste.
Yes. Make haste slowly, is what it says. Sorry. Great. Make haste slowly. The pennant will be yours if you wish her well, kindly and nobly. Like a half run.
Okay. You wish her well. And it's written in Common, Elvish, Dwarven, and Halfling?
Yes.
Okay. So, Pragma's gonna take a second and just kind of like quietly to the pillar, just in Common and Elfish, which he knows, just say, thank you. He's gonna take a guess from what he's heard from friends and walking past and seeing all the posters. He's like, Queen Margaret the True for letting us play in these games and these cups and to make friends. We are honored to be here, and I hope I am true and noble enough to win this pennant to speak with the current queen of your lineage, Queen Sophia.
Wow.
Hey, that was
What
pretty
a
kind and noble.
speech!
I love you.
Slow clap from the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm like, how'd they hear that?
Well, no, you were doing that pretty quietly, so I don't think so. All right.
They're still clapping about this guy being set on fire.
Gotcha. The pennant flares, turns golden, and then just shoots down from the pillar right into your hand.
Whoa.
It's not bad.
I go,
The half orc who
And I
fell
look
to the
down
ground,
like-
who's right next to you, like whose turn it is now, kind of sits up, turns and looks at you.
is it his turn?
No,
I
no,
just
not
said
quite yet.
something.
That's true. You can still go if you like.
Mm-hmm. So I'll move to the steps.
You can, how far can you move though? It's
Well, I move and I still have spells, right? 6,
Well, I think it may have been your action to
Say
do that whole thing, yeah. And also, as you get to the steps, you can see that they're totally encased in web. And if I believe I read that right, you have to get to the top of the steps.
It might have gone away because I stopped concentrating because I cast the ring.
Oh, I got rid of it. Okay. Whoop. Okay, great. So the steps are covered with people who are going, all right, let's get them. Ah!
So I have it.
But shoelaces.
Yeah, their shoelaces are all messed
Those guys' shoelaces are messed up. There's the one other
it's
guy.
either-
Big decision. You do have it in your hand. It's too bad. I was hoping someone would grab it before without doing that. This is fun if that happens.
I was close. I just was at the bottom of the turns.
Well, you're still on the pillar.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, does that mean Pragma might get into the Grayhaven's next top model competition?
yeah.
At the very least, you'd have to compete directly with him.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I
But
see.
you gotta
So-
come up the hard way. Pragma's thinking it through.
I'm still gonna move closer.
And your whole group wins if any of you get through with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to get through with the penance. So it's to the top of the steps.
Hold on. Has the sun shifted at all to where this would be where Matt would be? Shadowy?
I'll allow that. Yeah,
Cool.
it's gone forward about 5 feet.
Great. I become invisible.
Ooh.
I regret my choices.
Cool.
All right. Oh, that's very good. Okay.
I'm one with shadows.
You hear a little applause coming from the back of the crowd over everybody else, and the Drow princess, Celandine, is just giving a little applause for that.
Well done, you.
Gotcha. Okay, that is a pretty dramatic turn. The half-orc who's on the ground picks himself up and goes, gotta get these guys into that competition. There's only one way I know how. So he's going to incur some attacks of opportunity. They've got to pinpoint you. They don't really know where you are. No, I don't think.
Let's say area of effect spells.
I don't think they can get past you. He turns towards you.
I'm up on
Turns
the pillar.
towards you. Yeah, area of effect spells. That's right. Thank you for reminding me that. And then he takes his flask from his belt, the one that he had. 3 flasks of alchemist fire and ceramic flasks, and goes, burn! And he hurls those generally in that area.
Great.
If only I had a good fire token, but those are included in next month's box.
Sorry, my true master is drama.
You're a demon.
No.
I must- I must-
She's a sweet temptress. It's okay. I have a lot of weird things going on in my character as well.
You really do, and I love it.
Flasks of alchemist fire go flying forward towards you. So, gosh, it's hard to see. I think I need a dexterity check from you. Dexterity saving throw, I should say, to avoid being caught up in flames.
Flames.
That's an crit.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You, like, the flasks hit the ground, they shatter, like, flaming oil just sweeps over everywhere.
Could I also have a little bit of a boon if I'm holding the orb of dragon souls that's resistant to fire?
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't even hurt you anyway. Or you've only taken half damage, but you're not even in the place where he threw them at. You've ducked to the side. There's no sign of it. The other guys come off the steps being really confused, and everyone's grasping around, leaving it wide open for you to
Shoelaces are
just...
still tied.
Okay.
So now's the moment when they all stumble and fall.
Let's get him! Whoa!
All the
It's
commoners...
good every
I've been waiting
time.
for that. It is so good every time.
All the
I
commoners
love it.
before they left that morning, the wife's like, "I am sure you're competing this year. You're just a commoner, you know." And he's like, "Don't worry, I may
I'm wearing my new
I may not
balances.
I may not win, but I promise you I'll at least get off the first step and into the plaza. I won't make a
Embarrass
complete fool of
myself.
myself where I won't even be able to come down the steps."
I'm going to the cup, Ma. No! I'm gonna laugh at you. Your father went to the cup and he never
You
came
shoot your
home.
eye out, kid.
Cuts-
look like an idiot.
I'm just crying on the ground, leaving it wide open for, I think that's pretty much clinches it with avoiding the fire and everything like that.
Right.
None of my guys have any clue where you are. there's probably a little bit of a showdown between the half-orc and you.
Oh, for sure.
He's just chucked the flaming stuff. He goes, "No! That modeling spot will be mine!"
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, no, it's mine! And I like hop off the freaking pillar and do a 3-point, whatever, freaking Iron Man.
Yeah,
like,
hit the ground.
Hit the ground. Jump. And like, no, it's mine. And I run towards
Where Samo was? Or towards Pragma?
yeah, I gotta get over there. And like, I gotta help him through because these guys, I gotta help him move these guys that have fallen over because he's probably not as dexterous.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you would have to jump over a bunch of guys.
Yeah, so I'm gonna help knock those guys out of the way. I'm gonna avoid this half-orc guy and get over there if I can.
Last looks from your guy.
Oh, do I get a turn?
Yeah, if you want to take, if there's something you would do before the competition ends.
Oh yeah. So that the person who just threw the fire flask and is like,
Yeah.
coming at us. He needs to roll a wisdom DC 14 save.
Yes.
Didn't want to go.
Oh,
19.
save.
This guy's mind like an iron trap. I was expecting the book competition again this year. So I did was read for the last 18 months.
You still take.
That's hilarious.
Brains and brawn. I'm gonna sweep this competition. Or my name isn't.
9.
Come on, David. Come on, David.
But he does take 6 damage.
Maverick Axe.
Cool.
So
Thank you.
I whisper to him, and he takes 6 psychic damage.
Great.
All right, Tristan, the dwarf is still coming towards you with the war axe, and like refs are like blowing their whistles, being like, "Stop! Competition! It's over!" or whatever. As Pragma goes up the stairs. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yes.
No, I'm actually not gonna end the conversation.
Oh, you're not.
No,
going
I'm just
to-
kidding.
Are you? Can I do a thing?
Yes, totally. You have a chance to do a thing.
Can I cast Mage Hand to appear before him and like
Give him
right in
in
the eyes?
Yeah, absolutely, of course. No more of your tricks. All right, I'm gonna have you hit. Dog! My eyes! I'm blind. And then Pragma over to Pragma.
So I'm still invisible in these shadows. I'm making my way up, but as I do, I point a finger towards Queen Sophia, who's watching.
Yeah.
And I send a message to her.
Whoa.
And I say, "Me and my fellow team will need to hold council with you. We are in danger, and I fear so are you."
He looks surprised.
And then all of a sudden I become visible again. I have the
Golden
pennant.
pennant. You guys, as cheers go up. Everyone's all the confused. Like, where did the pennant go? Where is he? What's going on? Just turn into these huge cheers. You guys are greeted as heroes. Your name spread throughout the streets. It's exciting.
I'm so
I
glad.
know.
I'm so glad someone's progressing the story.
Yes.
It's very
helpful to have that.
I'm actually more into this other story about the top model.
Honestly, I was just trying to help my friends. So when you guys are just like, "I'm in danger," you're in danger of losing the greatest model you ever.
The cheering crowd can no longer be held back. They mob forward towards you, and you're lifted up onto their shoulders, Pragma, along with the rest of your teammates, and you're borne off. People are foisting like all the fair foods up towards you, the meringues and the sizzlings and
Gotta watch figures.
wine
Sorry.
and flagons
No.
and everything like that.
So hungry.
much spiced apples from Boston Market.
I'm obsessed with Boston Market. It's so good.
And a royal servant, as things like start to calm down or whatever, but it's just people like, yeah, and you're borne through the streets on these mobs of people. We'll remember their names forever. Have them engraved on the cup. Clarence McChancy,
No, Sinrop.
Sinrop,
Norman.
Norman, and
Brad
Red
Truffleburger.
Go down in the annals of history.
Oh, it's not our real name.
And then
mean-
is that one man manages to fight his way through the crowd and a message for you, a message for the queen, as he hands like a scroll and you get it, and it just has this very simple you're invited to the private chapel of the royal family that evening to meet with the queen and receive in addition to receiving your rewards, receive the queen's blessing as well and her private audience.
Death.
That's gonna go well, I'm sure.
Yay!
I'm sure.
So
it's gonna
if
go
you
well.
guys had not triggered that, and then you had grabbed the pennant, it explodes into 100 identical pennants that just float everywhere across the plaza, and then you can start rolling d100s to see if as you just can go
Oh
through.
my god! I'm so glad that you were smart enough to read that thing.
Right, until somebody
Read the
figures it out,
instructions.
and then that happens. But yeah,
Gotcha.
So there's all sorts of good stuff. Thank
That's
you.
crazy.
Wow.
Later that day, you guys still soiled. Oh, and Findazzle's also like, wait, what was going on? I was in the bathroom. Help!
Fin-dazzle.
Clean up.
Take
Can
you
we?
with
we're
so many
sewer
things.
like-
You guys can clean up the chapel, the royal chapel. At the God of the Sun, of course, is who has this royal chapel. If you guys see this map, it's actually supposed to be showing 2 levels. So this is like a balcony here, upper level, with these spiral staircases that lead down, and then the stone floor underneath, altar, little side chambers. There's some doors and such. What have we here? You guys arrive at the appointed time. The queen is not there. It's just a priestess who welcomes you in, is expecting you. Oh, thank you so much. Welcome to the chapel. And she has like big basins of clean water and washcloths and anointing oils and stuff like that. And there's like a whole clean you of all of your filth and blood and
Disguises.
yeah. Your mustache is a little. What the? Oh no!
Oh, it's all right. I'll live, sister. The pain will one day subside.
Throws it onto the ground. You guys get cleaned up. Those of you who wish to be cleaned
Yes.
and fresh again. Findazzle's finally like, oh, I can finally relax. Certainly nothing will happen to us here in this private meeting of the Queen
Of course
at
not.
sunset.
Feels perfectly fine.
Finally, I can relax. Let's go ahead and put yourselves on our map where you guys more or less would be. If I may. Little fellow. Oh, you pierce him here. And thank you. You guys gather around. We've got ourselves a wee priestess. We do.
Priestess.
Da-ding.
Thanks for the heads up.
Awesome. Great. The chapel. So you guys get anointed and cleaned, and as you're waiting for the priestess to come in, something unusual starts happening. Sure, right. It's almost sundown. The sun is receding. But a darkness begins to quickly overcome the entire church through the tall, narrow stained glass windows. It's like a shadow starts to move across. Around the same time, you guys hear the door in this corner begin to creak open. And a blot of darkness is all you can see within, despite the torches and stuff that are burning in their brackets, as the same sort of shadowy darkness begins to cover the entire chapel, starting back towards where the priestess is standing and stretching slowly forward, blotting out the stained glass windows that go from like brilliant illuminated reds and greens and yellows to just darkened. The priestess looks around. It's too early for sundown. What could be going on? Those of you with a passive perception of 14 or higher, so a couple of you guys, hear the soft, just you,
That's Pragma.
Pragma, you hear the soft clicking sound of like insect feet. Basically, it sounds like huge insect feet, as if they're on
It's
the
your
roof.
people.
Things like clicking across the rooftop overhead. At the same time, that door opens. My little door piece. Yeah. Open door, and the magical darkness within. You just see that room is filled with a blot, and you hear a sound peeking their heads out into the room.
That is never good.
Blue-skinned, tongues dangling out of distended jaws, moving with jerky motions. 2 undead creatures start coming out of the pitch black room. Ghasts, you recognize them as, probably. As you guys, some of you would have some familiarity with the undead.
Yes.
2 ghasts coming out.
I think you do.
Yes. Okay. I hate to say this again, but I'm going to need you guys to roll your initiative checks as these undead creatures come staggering towards you.
Quick question. Have we had 8 hours rest in between?
Yes, we'll say you guys had a chance to rest, so we'll put you guys back at full health here.
Enthralled. Yes, combat for horrifying insects.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. Very good. Got my stuffs. All right. Initiative checks, please.
6.
17.
Yeah. All right. Samo.
About dang time.
17, 6,
13.
13.
23.
Oh, Jesus.
Like
Oh,
crit
good
always.
one.
Good drama, I think.
Wow.
23 Pragma.
Not surprised.
Samo, 17. Then Jack. And then Tristan, what was yours?
6.
6. Tristan last. Gotcha. Okay, and then I have a D20 somewhere, yes?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Oh, could you roll for me? Awesome. Ooh. Ouch. Great. These ghasts are slow off the mark. They come staggering into the room. You guys all have a chance to see and react to them. And again, this whole section has been blotted out by blackness, just like an inky cloud of darkness that you guys can't see through. Like the torches shine their light.
Even with dark vision, it's just.
Even with dark vision, it's blacked out. Yes. Okay. Pragma, how do you react to this? The priest starts recoiling in horror, staggering backwards. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, and Fidazzle's doing his thing over here.
Yeah.
Just relaxing.
So the darkness is kind of all over, but we can't see past that one point. So it's like very
Right.
dark
The
in
rest
there.
of it's
like
just
night.
kind of mundane. It's just kind of like a shadow. A heavy shadow is beginning
Great.
to fall over the entire
So
chapel.
I tell everyone like I can hear the faint sounds of like insect feet on the roof or like just kind of all around.
You guys can all hear it when he points it out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you. And then I tell the priestess, "Don't worry, new friend. We won't let anything bad happen.
Oh thank God! What are these monsters? I think something bad's happening right now.
I know they seem to be undead, but they're about to become re-dead."
Good.
And then because it's dark, I become invisible. And I
Got it.
turn invisible, and then I just shoot out chill touch on one of the first necrotic undead creatures.
Okay.
And I get it's only for a 10.
There's a miss.
Yeah, I figured as much.
The
I'll
priestess
be
who's
back.
closest to them starts as they stagger forward. She starts clutching at her nose and going, "Oh, they smell like garbage, corpse." Oh. She starts gagging as she recoils from them.
In the darkness, Pragma goes, "We did just come from a sewer, so let's maybe not quickly point fingers at these guys."
Samo, you're up.
I was gonna be like, agreed. Smells like home. And then I'm gonna come at these guys. I am gonna pull out my maul, I think, and try to whack these dudes.
Awesome. Maul comes out. You come, Samo comes striding forward across the church floor. Great, yeah. You can smell the stench coming off of them as you get
Oh,
closer.
you're right. It's not good.
No. Maul up.
Oh, sweet. All right. And plus 3, 18.
Nice.
18.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hit.
Mhm.
Roll damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No. Let's get him.
No. Oh, that reminds. I came up with a theme song for Dungeon of Box. It's, I just think it would be good to just pepper in here and there.
How's it go?
It goes like this. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Dungeon in a box.
It was good.
Yeah. So I figure I'll just throw that in wherever
Wherever needed.
For dramatic.
Wherever you-
dramatic effect.
Wherever needed.
Get ready for that one.
You can
That's-
include CDs.
Yeah, digital MP3 downloads of me doing that.
Can you do the remix like?
I think it works a couple ways. You could also go da 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 Dungeon in a box.
Yeah. It works.
It works.
Any occasion.
All right, it's only 6 points of damage.
Okay, so you come striding forward. You hit it. It's just like its skin is like hardened, like it's like not living skin, but like a desiccated. And you strike it, and it's with odd inhuman strength. It just like kind of takes the blow and then lurches towards you. Oh no! How will our heroes get out of this one? Jack, you're up.
Already.
6 points, you said. Great.
I just look at one of the like, let's do the one that Samo just attacked. And I'm just gonna look at it. It looks like that one's really let himself go. So if you can roll a DC 14 wisdom check.
Okay, gotcha.
I just
okay,
like
I'll
always
roll
trying to
for it.
get in their
Sorry.
heads.
That's great.
Always trying to get in
that.
their heads.
Okay. 5.
Fails, absolutely
Fails and takes.
Is it psychic damage? Oh God.
12.
Jeez, awesome.
15. Oh. So 16 damage.
Psychic? Knowing you?
Actually,
Psychic
sorry.
damage, yeah.
Plus 3 more. I forgot to add.
Oh, good. I'd
additional
hope our
damage.
barbarian was going to do a little more.
16 psychic damage.
Great. Yeah. So it hears you say that it thought it's letting itself go, and I guess that just causes it to claw its own face off. Just. It survives that. It looks,
Okay,
looks
it
awful.
does that, and then it moves as far away from me as it possibly can get
Okay, so it goes
on its reaction. So
on its reaction. Does that? And so you were
that would be
here.
no, I'm the little one there.
Okay, so I think into the room. Ha! No! No! And, like you lose sight of it as it goes staggering into the darkness. As it does so, you hear a voice curse at it. Sounds vaguely elven. Something coming from the darkness. Vaguely familiar, in fact.
And are you next?
I think so.
Tristan, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
All
yes.
right, you were incredibly inspired by
Oh.
that act for the greater good.
That's awesome.
So do I get a save against
So-
that fear effect in the future?
Yeah, it's only once that it happens.
Gotcha.
So, and then what's the
Okay.
You
inspiration?
get to add D6 to whatever roll you like.
Awesome. Okay. Is it Tristan's turn?
Tristan,
Okay.
you're up.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna I can still see the two shadow guys, right? Or the two.
You can see
One
this
guy's
guy,
like-
and that's it. And you can hear things going on in this room, but it's too dark to see anything.
I'm
Try to help this room
gonna.
a little bit.
I'm gonna. Well, let's have fun with this. Let's do.
By the way, the amazing flat plastic minis that you get with this, just so helpful, right?
So nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Minis, flat plastic minis, the maps, the tiles, all could be yours, guys. The subscription, dungeoninabox.com. You can get it there 1 month up to a 1 year subscription. If you get the whole year, it's cheaper, and you get a 13th box for free.
For this adventure.
Everything. We're just going through one box. This is part of box
One,
4.
yeah.
Part of box 4. This is.
And we're like doing this is like
doing
the
the
Cliff
rapid
Notes.
version. There's-
Like
Yes.
this is like not even the full version. It's
So
crazy.
if you're interested in that and you want one, guys, just throw some tips into the channels. Bucket every $5. There's only 2 people in there right now. I think 3 people competing to get the month subscription. So please contribute for that. Also, don't forget, if you donate $10, you get the free mini box. Wow, value! It's Value Town. We're in Value Town. It's amazing.
What all was in that mini box again?
Mini box. It's a Gen Con exclusive adventure. So this is the only place to get it. Or if you're at Gen Con, you could get it there. It's $10. It includes a whole sheet of these flat plastic minis. It's like a dozen of the flat plastic minis we're using. A ship tile that you can use, like a sailing ship. A map that's double-sided, like a little 2-page adventure. It's just like a fun taste of what you would get. So if you don't want to go in for a whole subscription, $10 includes shipping and handling. I'll send it anywhere in the world. So, check it out.
It's great.
Check it out. Cool. Tristan,
Let's have.
your friends are under attack by undead beasts.
I know. It's like
What'd you
and
do?
gross. So let's do scorching ray on that one little butthead there that I can see.
Okay.
I guess.
Gotcha. Scorching ray. So roll the hit first, and we'll just roll
And I'll
once.
use a little inspiration too.
Oh yeah, I got.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry, Ben.
That's fine. No, I love it.
I gotta, because I sort of
Family
plus 6,
friendly,
so
though.
with the inspiration,
So
it's
no.
28 to hit.
28 hits.
And I rolled a natural 20 as well.
Oh, so
Oh, it's-
you get a double your damage. So all dice you would roll for damage.
Okay,
twice.
so that's
That work for spells.
3
Wow.
rays, 2d6, so it's
66.
12. D6s.
Total. 6. I would do 6.
Because it's 2d6 per
Each?
ray.
Oh.
There are 3 rays, and then it's double that.
Sure, that seems fair.
Critical.
I would
So
do
it's
that.
12.
12
12D,
D6.
thank you.
You have a few.
Okay, you start rolling those up. That'll be
Here we
great.
go.
Wonderful. I hate it.
Sorry, 10, 15. So
Ruin all my fun.
sorry, 25, 67.
One more roll.
27.
Hi, Sarah. I'm just on your Instagram live. Say hi.
33,
Oh, hey.
37.
41 points of damage.
have to whisper.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Thank you for this.
How much? 41. Oh,
41.
just 41. Okay, great.
Scared.
It's like that crazy cartoon fire and smoke explosion like you hit the dwarf with. Except I guess you're more frightened this time. Ah!
And they smell bad.
But this time when the flame clears, it's just little pieces of soot and ash just drifting to the ground, like just. And there's like 3 holes burnt partially into the stone wall behind it. It's just like smoldering, little bits of like molten stone dribbling down and hardening. Your powers are fear-based. That makes sense. It's just gone. You're almost like a mutant, like lashing out.
They're scary, and it's dark.
Those of you who speak Elven, I think you would have heard, understood the voice that was coming from there. So you certainly, which was. The orb! Get the orb, you idiot! That's all you hear. So that's it for visible enemies at the moment.
Question. We are also aware that this orb defies detection.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Good. It does.
Yeah.
It does. But there was also like powerful magical beacon when you guys first got it in the city, and it's possible that you guys are being followed in other ways.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Ah.
Who knows? Okay, the darkness so far has only spread across the first about 30 feet of the chapel. So it's only up to about here, but you can see it's kind of beginning to drift back
Creeping.
even a little more. Yes, great. So that brings us to my turn. So you hear the shouting. So as his reaction he leaves, the ghoul, the gas can come back out now?
Yes.
Great. The ghast emerges, followed just behind by, a drow comes sprinting out of the darkness just behind the ghast, leaps up onto the altar, comes across that, hand crossbow out, and searching the crowd. You recognize it for a moment as the same drow who had tracked you guys through the city streets in adventure number 2, who had like had the
like specters on
yeah,
the chains.
like, yeah, like the invisible chains. There's another one of them. Drow comes out, same thing, very like hardened looking, battle hardened, cruel eyes, and visible on like one exposed bicep is probably like a white tattoo on the dark skin of, it looks like a scorpion or something like that. Very stylized. Anyway, she comes out there, scans the crowd, sees Pragma.
How?
You're invisible. Doesn't see Pragma. Sees. Thank you for reminding me. Sees Findazzle over there and goes, "Aha!" and then shoots a crossbow bolt right into Findazzle's heart, possibly.
What?
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm gonna roll it for fun.
Oh, ha.
Oh my god, it's also a 7.
Wow,
Great.
what are the odds?
Findazzle, who's just going, "Yeah, I was just trying to sleep," and then crossbow just goes shunk right next to his shoulder in the pews he's in. What? Oh my god, no! It's happening again, isn't it? Yeah? Gets to his feet, and the drow goes, "Stay still." Starts reloading. The ghoul ghast is going to charge you, Samo. Yeah.
Of course.
Got you, and attempts to slash you with its mighty claws. That's not bad. Okay, you take 10 points of slashing damage.
Seriously?
Grabs you, rakes your pecs. And as it does so, you have to make a Constitution saving throw for me. As you, its nasty claws are just kind of covered with some sort of greenish ooze. Like its tongue seems to drip this greenish ooze that it kind of like.
I think I'm gonna be okay. I had a 23.
Yeah, you're fine. It's gross. It's so gross.
Just gets the first layer of peck oil.
Yeah.
It's just oil.
Just slides right off. He's
And
like,
it's also probably some of the like hair. Some of my disguise hair.
Yeah.
That I've like batched on.
You do still take 10 points of damage, but that's mostly just like stress from someone
Yeah.
screwing up your look.
I was ready for the competition.
All right, back to the top. Pragma.
Great. All right.
You're
Pragma-
invisible. No one sees you. I love it.
Invisible. Well, first, because this person's a beast and hitting people, Pragma's gonna go put a hand on Samo, which gives him protection from undead creatures. So now any undead creature attacking gets disadvantage on you.
Ooh, maybe.
Yes.
How long does that last for?
It's a concentration, so I think I can just keep it.
Okay, as long as you keep concentrating. I love it.
going.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna do that. And then in a like
Your next Sam.
booming voice into the room, like just like super loud, super terrifying. I'm in Elvish.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna like kind of scream in there and go, "Show yourself, coward."
Ooh, I like it.
Nice.
You shout that. Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. Cool. Samo, you're up.
Well, thank you for the protection, and now I'm gonna rage. And also using my path of the totem, my spirit is the wolf. And so while raging, I can also use a bonus action on my turn and mark a large or smaller creature prone when I hit it with my melee weapon attack, which I should have remembered last time, but that's okay.
Hey, now the heat's on, so
Now
glad
it's
you remembered
on, so I'm raiding it. Okay.
Show yourselves cowards.
Cowards. Mess with my peck oil, you mess with my pecs, you mess with my family. So, I'm coming at ya. All right. No. What-a-do? Okay. I'm attacking again with my maul. So that is a 16. Plus I can hit again, right? Whack.
Do you have 2 attacks?
No, well, I have a bonus action, I guess. So what can I do for my bonus action?
Probably not attack again. Probably just one right now.
I just want to attack everybody, though.
Good. Do it. Let me see. I can tell you if you can or not.
No.
I think probably not.
No, it's just a bonus action.
Yeah, do you want to rage out?
Yeah, I'm going to keep raging, though.
Okay.
And that'll help you guys, because while I'm raging, you guys actually get extra protection, too.
Oh, cool. Great. Okay, so
You have advantage on melee attack rolls.
Did you roll to hit?
I'm rolling to hit, and I got a 16.
16. That's a nail on this guy's head. Okay, so go ahead and roll damage for that. You crush into the face with your maul against this ghast, right into its giant extended jaw, smashing the tongue against its chest.
All right, 9.
Not bad. Great. Okay, it goes reeling backwards a step from that. Gotcha. Up next is our good friend Jack. You're up.
All right, so guess what needs to happen to the
You're
drow?
going to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, exactly. So should I roll that for you?
Please do.
Oh, they get a critical
You're
success.
rolling so well for me. I'm going to have to roll all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So that means that I kind of like out of the side of my mouth. You know, Jack's just like, well, it looks like we were able to get ourselves cleaned up since our last encounter, but she wasn't. And then so that's kind of basically dragging her outfit. Okay, so 5.
Prepare to fall to the shroud. Wait a minute. What'd you say about my outfit?
It takes 4 psychic damage.
It's a pretty good outfit. Slightly rattled by that. Okay, gotcha. 4 points of psychic damage. It seems to survive that okay. A little injured. Pride-wise. It's fine. Okay, up next is good Tristan.
I guess I'll do Firebolt. Yeah, we'll do Firebolt on
Please.
the drow. That's the last one standing there. That's just the one on the altar. And then plus, come on, Heather. So 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, great. 10 fire. Sorry. Come on, Heather.
Focus, Heather. You've got this.
Geez, sorry, miss. How do we just slow everything down? Cool. All right.
No, you're great.
No, that's what I do.
7 damage. 7 damage.
Great.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know what else to do right now.
Oh, that's it.
That works.
That's what you do.
Damn.
Hit them. That's all you gotta do. Chip away, chip away, chip away.
Da, da. You blast it, you blast it again. The thing is reeling. The drow's reloading the crossbow bolt and goes, "Who said that? You show yourself. Or better yet, fine. Shroud, assemble!" Shouts the drow. You guys remember like difficult encounters, right? Is the sound of stained glass windows shattering as repelling in on black silk lines. Hey, RPG Clyde, so nice
Thank
to
you.
have you contribute.
Thank you.
Repelling in on black black silk lines from the sorry everyone, from the roof, smashing in are 5 more drow, each with their own pale white tattoos of either bones or webs or whatever on their body, smashing through. Great. Great. All right. Drows abound. This one's on the upper level on the balcony there. The other ones come landing on the ground. They all have their weapons out, crossbow bolts, or crossbows, hand crossbows pointed at you guys. The only one who can still shoot is the one who's speaking, who's up on the altar. Goes, "Tell me who has the orb. Is it you?" "No." "Thank you for being honest." "Just kidding." Crossbow bolt shoots at you.
Yeah. Do it.
Thank you.
6.
Damn it. I assume that misses you. You have an AC of...
Well, my AC is super low.
it's
13.
Still misses you.
Okay.
Okay. Damn. The other ones are all in there, and then you also hear like a strange and deep moaning as the darkness begins to continue, I should say, to grow. Coming back about this far now is all shrouded in deep darkness. The last rays of the setting sun illuminating the back third of the cathedral. Back to the top of the order. Pragma, what do you do?
All right. Sweet. Pragma is going to get out of here. No, just kidding. So for the main drow who wanted to see me, I'm going to do chill touch for a hit of 20, which will definitely hit.
That hits. This is against the drow?
The drow up top talking
Okay.
all that nonsense for 9 necrotic damage.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
And if he could, he can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. I don't know if he could.
9 necrotic damage is pretty good. Plus what you did takes me down to... Kills that drow.
Great.
Is it just choked out? No!
Yeah.
Slumps to the ground.
And
Slides ground dead. As it does so, the ghoul who's coming in starts going... and like starts clutching at its own head. And then like looks up and it's like... and starts kind of like wandering off. And like just like mindlessly like just kind of like slamming at the walls, but no longer focused on you guys as enemies. Nice. Samo.
Sorry. Telling people
Getting
that
my
they need to
coverage.
come over here, to come and win
Come
stuff. Come and win. That's what I did. Exactly right. I was like, please come watch us over at Saving Throw Show so you on Twitch. So you can win things. I'm trying to get some people to win the things today.
I know.
Because they're amazing things.
RPG Clyde's gonna win some
Oh
stuff.
my, I think so, for sure.
So Samo, it is your turn.
Okay, great. Oh my gosh, these things are creepy. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's closest to me? I'm still over there. Is that guy still alive then, that thing?
he's not focused on us.
Okay, so I need to go to that guy probably then.
All those guys
next,
are
I think.
alive and drawing crossbows to shoot you.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna go, can I rage again? Am I still raging? Am I still
Yeah,
raging?
you're still raging as
I'm
long
still
as you're
raging.
in combat, basically. You're
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
rage.
raging.
Going to these guys.
Yeah, I'm coming to these guys right there.
Yeah.
And I am going to, I have
I also not only have them all, but I have a halberd. I got a lot of weapons, I guess, because I'm tough.
Yes, good.
I'm gonna pull out my halberd and
Wait, you too? I love that actually.
I have a lot of things.
All right, I'll use this.
It also has like more damage, so I want to bring that out right now.
I like it. You're thinking.
I'm thinking about the damage I want to incur and inflict on people. So I ran over there because I got plenty of space and time to move around and get to these people.
Someone comes charging forward.
I'm charging them. And yeah, what do I need to hit? At least one of these guys. Come on.
20 at least.
That's what I'm going for. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Nope, not 20, but 17 will probably do something, right?
Yeah, 17 hits.
Okay, great. And then let's hit him. All right, come on, big monies. Nope. 6.
6 points of damage. Okay, so kind of twist out of the way with the halberd slash. You cut through a big chunk of the black leather armor that it has across it. A little trickle of blood. Pretty much fine. Does throw down its hand crossbow.
Oh, actually, hold on. Let me add more. Sorry, I didn't add more because I'm raging too. So let's say that's actually 8.
8. Okay. Okay, good. Well, bloodied by that.
Good.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice. You bloody the guy who drops back with a hiss, throws down his hand crossbow. Short sword comes out, glittering with just black metal, ready to stab you. I should point out, by the way, the darkness that was in here dissipates when this guy dies.
Oh,
nice.
So they were bringing the darkness.
Indeed. Okay, Samo went Jack, followed by Tristan.
All right, great. So the first thing I'm going to do is listen, everyone. It's all right. You're all going to be fine. I'm here, and I serve the greater good of the realm. And all of you are going to feel a warm sensation in your heart.
Yeah.
And you all get +5 temporary hit points. So basically, you can just treat that kind of like a positivity shield.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are serving the greater good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And it's and you're not. And then go ahead, like one of the drow right there that's next to Findazzle.
These two?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, roll for 'em.
Okay.
They succeed.
Yes, they succeed. So it only takes.
Oh jeez.
6, 7. Okay, so only takes 6 points of damage. Did I get that right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
6 points of damage. Okay, bloodies him.
Oh, great.
Ah! No! They say, staggering backwards from you.
I'm a good person.
You just have a different moral compass. Killing priestesses is fine. Tristan, you're up. And then everybody else.
I'm going to do Ray of Light on. Let me see here. On this one. By our little guy here. I rolled terribly, but I'm going to use inspiration to roll again. It's amazing.
I'm sorry, theme song.
What, am I doing it?
Yeah.
Dungeon in a box.
Good. It works.
22 to hit.
That hits.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it works.
Okay,
somehow.
so I'm gonna do all 3 rays on that guy.
The one who wasn't hit.
Okay.
Yeah, the one who hasn't been hit.
Let's do one ray at a time because I think you can.
Oh, one
split
ray
them
at a
up.
time. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1 ray on this one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll the damage on that. That's 4 plus 3, 7 damage.
She starts searing the hell out of him as he staggers backwards.
Okay, cool. Do I need to roll the second ray?
Hit him again.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him again. 2 plus 3 more damage.
Okay. Oh, he's still alive.
So I've
Okay, so you should have done them all.
Okay, yeah. So all the third
Just
one.
because you did 40 whatever to that guy before, I was like, okay.
Right. Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
was not a crit,
And the
though.
third one is
Yeah, it's true.
6 plus, so 9 more damage for the last bit.
Okay,
so.
and then just so
So
ray
all
after
3
ray,
went.
just and just burns away.
Cool.
By that down, done.
Go protect our little guy over there.
Very
Right.
nice.
And he does.
Yeah, he's always in trouble.
Findazzle, I know. He's so tiny. He's always in trouble.
My hat got pulled out in my eyes.
He's such the comedy. I love him so
Can't
much.
get it out. Well, not funny. It's just terrifying.
I'm sorry, it's funny for us. I'm so
I
sorry.
I'm crying.
He trips because I also tied his shoelaces together.
Oh no.
Just quickly. All right, great. So let's see the remaining 1, 2, 3. Good. So these 3 drow, gosh, the 2 of them have a raging barbarian coming towards them. So
How are you in his
you're
voice?
probably there, which means you're threatening both of them.
Sorry, I'm looking at the paper.
Great. So they both have to put down their crossbow bolts coated in their poison. They draw their short swords and move to flank you.
Oh
They can
no.
attack you from front and back. They fall into fencers' positions and begin to just start, dancing around majestically. I dare
Beautifully,
say.
I'm sure.
But what is your AC currently?
18.
First one just completely just can't. The glare coming off of your pecs.
So shiny.
Completely
So
with it.
shiny.
All right, the second one does at least manage to hit you. 5 points of piercing damage from another glancing blow just across the shoulder
Okay,
or
we
something
gotta
like that.
Well, you had the 10 hit points, so
Oh,
Oh, yeah, the
so
plus 5 hit
plus
points.
5
Oh,
hit
yeah.
points, yeah.
so it's just now that discount removed.
So that's just
Hey,
same.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tristan, you take a crossbow bolt in the back from this red one here. So that's going to deal 5 points of damage, and I need a Constitution save from you
Okay.
so you don't fall asleep.
Constitution.
You can do it.
Ooh,
Yes.
23.
Tristan's tough stuff. Great.
I
So
drink coffee.
He is tougher than he looks, for sure.
My hair stopped it.
darkness continues to draw over, almost totally blanking out everything. As it does so, there is a
Our self-care products really do help in this game. Huh?
Shiny text.
Oh no.
an ethereal black floating specter comes drifting forward from the balcony near this guy. Like you see it at first just like black shrouds and stuff like that, and as it drifts forward silently into the darkness that's creeping over, it just turns invisible in the darkness.
No.
Great, so we'll put it on the board. As that happens, however, then you feel a telekinetic thrust slam into Tristan and hurl you backwards against the wall behind you, possibly. Ooh, totally possibly. That would be a 15 to hit.
My armor's just 15.
I get you.
Ugh.
Very good. Okay, you take just 2d6 points of damage as you are slammed backwards. Ooh, I'll take it. 10 points of damage as it hurls you backwards, like 15 feet into that, and just like slams you like up, like about 10 feet off the ground into the
jeez.
wall. Yeah, and you feel yourself pinned there. You'll have to make an attempt to. No, I think you slide down. Actually, it's
Okay.
not sustained, so you like slide back down to the ground with a
Oof.
thump. And this one goes. Surrender the orb to the shroud, or else. Oh yes, our darkness is almost complete. The lady comes for you. Make it easy on yourselves now. Surrender the orb. Okay, or don't. Back to the top of the order.
We're
Like, you're
no.
ugly.
Pragma.
And I'm like, who's the lady?
Pragmanos is a potential friend who's lost his close friend.
Friend alert. Are the little voices in here?
There's a friend alert,
Friend alert, Pragma.
and it's someone that you wouldn't expect. But Pragma, still being invisible, is going to inspect and see if this potential ghoul can now work for them.
Oh, interesting. Okay. How would you do that?
To get a little more insight, Pragma's gonna lightly touch him and now see through his eyes and senses.
Oh, great.
And so I'm gonna also utilize him to look around the room and see if I can pinpoint where the shroud is. Like maybe he has possible vision in the darkness.
That's all very clever. Okay, so into the ghoul's head, you get brief flashes of like what's left of its mind. You see it was an elf once,
Oh.
not so different from you, and then like brief glimpses of like just like black swords like plunging into it, and then this like cloudy vision of it like emerging from a grave. You're in some sort of huge volcanic cavern lit hellishly by like lava, and there's all these like drow around, and there's like you're being branded with something, and then it's just eating people for a little while. It's just like, and that's
great.
like that's the one driving feeling you get from it is like I just want to like eat raw meat. I'm so hungry. Like this desperate craving for something, but all it can crave now is like is flesh.
Great.
Through its eyes, though, you can see. Yes, I think that's fair. This thing here. And so you guys slam back there like that, right? That's Tristan?
Yeah.
Great, we'll put you in that square there. It has descended, so it's about 10 feet above the floor or so. And you can also see like a phantom tether going back from that towards this drow here.
Gotcha.
And the skull tattoo over that drow's face through that ghoul's eye seems to like glow a luminous white in the darkness. Whoop. All right, is that it for your turn?
And then while I'm kind of making this like
Same order
connection,
next.
I'm going to use message and Elvish to the little part of this creature's brain. And I'm going to, at my best, I don't know if there'll be a check or a roll, but let me know.
Probably.
Let him know that the drow over there, if he's interested in flesh, is bleeding. And also, he can do one last noble Elvish thing by protecting Findazzle.
Oh, I do need a check for that.
Sure.
Give me a.
Would it be
I'm gonna have to make it hard. I think
a perception?
Arcana or religion.
Okay, I'll do religion.
Religion, great. Okay,
Religion.
because you're like trying to short wire its programming. I was gonna say difficult, so you need
That's-
15 or higher.
As 23.
Ooh.
Ghoul hacked.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah. I need more time.
Ghoul online. Great, yeah. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Dungeon in a box. Great, okay. Yes, Ghoul is hacked.
And then
it's going to you. I think. Actually, yeah. What do you tell it to do? Attack that guy?
I tell him, eat to your heart's desire, and then your soul will be at rest.
Awesome. Okay. The Ghoul turns and starts charging towards 5. 10. The priestess screams, falls backwards over the altar. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And then while he's kind of running away, we hear Pragma saying to himself, I know you're proud of me, but I also didn't want to turn him. I don't want to turn him like that. Just lets it go.
Just Chad.
Oh my gosh.
Jack. Oh no, I'm sorry. Samo then Jack.
Samo, it's okay. I'm in between a drow and a drow place. Dungeon in a box. Okay. Okay. So I gotta like fight these guys.
Not a bad idea. You've got a big hammer out and you're raging.
Right. So I'm gonna keep all that happening. I'm still gonna continue. I guess I'll swing them all around. I think into their faces. I
always
feel
a good
like
plan.
that feels right. I don't know about you.
I like it.
Okay, just like that. Did you guys need that one more time?
No, I love it.
Okay, let's see if I hit these guys. Oh.
have
No,
inspo?
but I have some. Can I give you this? Can I roll that?
Yeah.
Do that again.
Inspiration spent.
Okay. Yes, I'm glad I did.
Yay.
Okay, much better. That plus 3, plus 2, so that's 5. That's 21.
Wow. Okay, so just what, like the head goes flying off of its shoulders when you hit it with like, oh, it's your halberd now, not your maul, is it?
Yeah, sure. Or my maul, actually. Yeah.
Oh, was your maul? Okay,
Yeah, their heads
switch
come
it
flying
now.
off.
Yeah, just a killing
I'm just
blow.
raging. I'm just pulling weapons. That's how
Smashes the side of its face and it spins around 1.5 times, hits the ground, just totally dead. Yeah! Shouts the other one, falling back, getting ready to stab again. Jack, you're up.
All right, so I see that go down, and I kind of see the success, like clearly, like Pragma's been, was able to
Ghoul hacking, yeah.
Ghoul hack. So I'm like, getting an idea, and I look at the 2 drow over there, and I just say, wait, it's like wait a minute. We're the ones that have we have the orb.
They have the orb!
We have the orb. We're clearly far more competent and powerful than whoever you serve, right? That makes total sense to you. Please roll.
We serve the lady!
So I have to roll a bunch
She
of
lives
stuff,
in a stump!
and you have to roll really bad. You are.
What happened? You're rolling lots of dice?
Okay, so they had to hit a DC 14 Wisdom throw
Okay.
with advantage they had on it
Good.
to not be charmed.
Yes.
They failed all 4 of those rolls.
You bastard.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Yes, as long as their modifier was not more than +4 on will
No,
saves.
no, it is
Okay.
not. Yeah, they start looking around, panicked. They see the dead all over the floor, especially the guys had just been smashed in. And
The charmed
Yeah.
creature regards me as a friendly acquaintance.
oh, you're friends. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. You're rubbing off on everybody.
Yeah, I know. I
Love and friendship all around.
I got the idea.
It's
So they're charmed by you.
Yes.
Okay. What should we do?
Well, first of all, I'd brook no disloyalty, so slaughter your companions that would dare oppose our newfound friendship.
What? That might be pushing it too far. Just a little bit. I
We're
don't
a
know if
friendly acquaintance. They'd be like, but Josh, I've known him for years.
like I'm friendly with you, definitely. I'm not going to kill.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
Very well. It's like I get it. I understand the drow connections run deep. So why don't you just sit this one out? You just go outside, lock the door behind you, have a smoke.
Sure.
It'll be great.
I mean, the spiders have already fused the doors shut, but that's fine. Yes. The shroud spinners. You hear more clicking coming outside.
Crag was like, yeah, that's fine.
Cut to outside of the chapel. The people surrounding going, oh God, and the guards going, oh my, as two spiders the size of horses crawl across the top of the chapel, spinning webs that are just pure inky blackness across. And at this point, the entire cathedral's in fact cut into. The entire cathedral light cuts out as it is entirely entombed within a cocoon of black.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a picture of them.
So that duration is 1 hour.
That is gross.
Yeah. It's just kind of a spider.
That's gross.
I'm sorry.
Shroud spinners.
I'm sorry.
Great. Okay, that lasts for an hour.
It lasts for an hour.
So those two guys are out for sure.
Cool. And who's next?
So hold on, the
Question.
two
Tristan.
guys on the
Tristan.
far end. The one,
This guy and that guy, right?
so the one that ghoul's still going to. eat.
Yes.
Who is the ghoul eating? That guy?
This guy's gonna try and climb up here
And eat
and
that in.
eat that guy.
Now, because they're out, you said there was I could see a tether or something.
Yeah, just like psychically.
Gotcha. Okay.
Tristan?
I can't see the ghoul at all, right?
Did you remove
Okay.
the two that I charmed off the board, basically?
These two guys, right?
Well, you were seeing the ghoul to eat that guy, right?
Yeah, so you
So,
mean the two.
The other two is what
So
I'll,
who's
I'll
left
work on.
standing?
And you can target both of them?
Yes, within 60 feet.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So there's
Just
just the one guy left?
One and the invisible force that was just slamming you against the wall.
I like the ghoul's going for. I'll go for this guy as well.
Yeah.
With the ray of light. Let's kill him.
Ray of light.
and I just got home and I feel.
Dungeon in a box.
18 to hit.
All right, that hits.
Okay, cool.
What do you hit him with?
Let's start run one ray at a time.
I think you're probably out at this point.
Oh, that's my last. It is my last.
Oh, that
spell,
is it.
But
Okay.
It's 3 per spell. Like it's.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Just checking.
Oh, thank you.
That's good. I'm glad you got a spell. Just make it easier for this next scene.
Whatever.
I'm also.
Oh, I told you guys I'd like to do hard encounters, right?
Yeah, that's why I save all my spells.
I should have saved that inspiration. That's why he's like, yes, I'll take that.
You guys are using all your
now.
spells on the easy part of the encounters?
I know you too well, David. I'm
23
using them
damage.
cantrips, but I got my spells.
23 damage. Oh, okay. Okay. You may turn my friends against me, but you'll never. And then up he goes.
Question. I don't know if this takes a turn. I'd like to turn in my. I have 4 sorcery points that I can trade for spell slots.
Yeah,
says
if you've
it
got
here.
the points, then yes, you can do that. It might,
Just on your turn, I think you'll be I
Like,
spent
on a
2
turn?
to get this spell
Okay.
back. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
you can kind of just do it on the fly.
Okay.
As that guy is burnt into pieces, the ghouls kind of like climbs up over the balcony, and the guy's like, ah! The ghoul just like jumps onto the charred corpse and starts like trying to tear open its rib cage and get at the drow heart. Yeah, just bestial. This thing becomes visible.
Oh, the
He is
specter that
creepy no
was
matter what.
invisible is now
Is now
seen.
visible, and it's like kind of like coming apart, sort of discorporating slightly. You can see it's just wisps of like screaming souls. But nevertheless, the darkness has now enclosed the chapel entirely, and the large, like, rosette window here above where the priest is laying starts to suddenly spiderweb and then explodes outwards. And as the priestess points up and shrieks, a rather unusual casket enters the room. Well, first you hear the sound of several dozen severed hands crawling along the walls like spiders, supporting as they carry through a large casket, rather unusual casket, constructed from interlocking red and black lacquered wooden slats, a little similar to the drow carriage you guys saw before.
Oh, yeah.
It's carried through by the hands, sort of descends down onto the altar, like crushes like the little like symbol of like the god of the sun beneath it as it goes down.
It's disrespectful, you're right.
Yeah.
The casket opens up like a dark blossom, sort of majestically unfolding as the things like opens up, revealing inside a drow female, like most of them are,
It's her.
sitting upon a stump. Like stump of a tree that has been covered entirely in gold. Like you dipped it in gold. Still has little broken, gnarly like bits where branches have been broken off, all covered in gold. Draped in jewels, bracelets, necklaces on all of the stump, and a skull on the top of it with a dagger driven through it, pinning it to the top of the stump. The woman opens her eyes. You're blessed. You're blessed. The shroud has come. The lady is here. My name is Avaculara. And now, the lady emerges, she says as she comes stepping backwards towards the stump, bowing low. So let's get some figures down. That and that. The priestess comes staggering backwards still, probably Veculara, who is just dressed just absolutely gothic, baroque-like. Spikes coming off of her cloak and like crazy hair headpiece with her like white hair done up in like weird tendrils with tons of products. Just like looking quite mad. Like picks up like the priestess goes, no, look. She's just crying. The lady comes. She steps back, kind of stepping back and leaving room for a specter that drifts out of the stump forward towards you, all in white, face just like a horrible like mask of cracks. It's clearly that it was elven or something like that at one point. Eyes dark pits. Just kind of floats into the center of the chapel and starts hovering there in front of you guys. So this thing is still around. This thing is now here. And Veculara, the priestess of the drow, comes forward as well. Please, of course, we could kill you all, but the shroud simply wishes to extend our beneficial rule across all of the Greenwold to reclaim what was taken from us. That is sane, isn't it? That is reasonable.
The greater good.
Yes, you understand.
Oh, no.
How powerful you are. How powerful you are. Look how you crushed the insects which served the lady. Good, just and fitting.
What about there's a contest coming up?
There's only one contest. Who can praise the lady most purely?
Oh, it's
most
not
greatly.
the contest I was worried about.
Once the orb is ours, we are prophesied to reclaim all of the Greenwold. All will serve us. Your powers shall be magnified tenfold, 100-fold, all in service of the lady. Please, if you may, the orb,
Grenfell
it would
sounds
please
like
her greatly.
Grenfell, no.
You must simply place it upon the stump, and we shall be at peace.
Don't you want to see a smile upon that face?
Does anyone have background in religion specifically?
Yeah.
You've got some you've studied in the past. Give me a roll.
That'd be for 14.
That lady floating there, hovering in space, the lady, the white lady, is a banshee. You recognize.
Okay.
Usually a beautiful creature that is somehow, through great miseries, generally self-inflicted, transformed into a truly despondent spirit, famous for sonic death wails.
Yes.
With but a word, she could usher all of us off to our final reward. Would you like that? Or would you like to hand over the orb? One of you has it, I'm sure.
Oh my god.
Many of the best men and women who served the shroud have already fallen. We do not want to add to your numbers. Okay, what would you guys do? Place is shrouded in darkness.
Huddle up.
I don't know. It seems bad.
People are dead, ghouls feeding on this guy. This spirit is just kind of like all floating around, like totally at a loss. Banshee in the middle.
Priestess for the banshees there.
Priestess and Banshee chilling out. They've got a simple demand.
Where's the stump? Is there a knife in the skull into the stump? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
I feel like there's something to that. If we smash that.
Yeah, like Sword in the
Unknifed
Stone
it
style.
or something, yeah.
I agree. We should steal the jewels on the stuff.
No, I think we just need to get
Like
the
take
sword
the
out.
knife out or sort of the skull
Probably,
and
can
free the
pry out
spirit
the
or
jewels.
something maybe.
Yeah.
Well, sure. I mean, if you
probably quietly whispers like, "And worse come to worse, we'll tell them that Duke Draymore has the orb. Maybe we'll take care of each other."
that's not a bad idea.
Smart. Friend, you are smart, friend.
Now,
Thanks, friend.
conceivably, would I assume she can't hear us with her supernatural omniscience or whatever, but
More whispering, so she.
yeah, okay. Now, wouldn't the lady have to take an oath in order to claim the orb?
Wow, interesting question.
Couldn't we just make her swear to, like, do a good job as, like, our new benevolent eternal ruler?
I don't know if she understands what benevolent means because she would.
Her
she did
idea of
that
good might be skewed.
different.
Very different.
That's ridiculous.
You know, we're all different, but let's not tolerate.
What
Who
if
could have
her,
a skewed idea of good?
we will give it to her if her oath is to never possess the orb?
Ooh.
Do you say that?
No.
No, okay, you're just
thinking
working
of
that
a
one out,
good
okay.
Mind game.
The double negative, no!
Oh. The priestess on the ground, who she's like still being held, is just like she's like clutching at her. I guess she's not on the ground. She was picked up by Aviculora. She's like vainly clutching at her like holy symbol of the sun and being like, protect us, oh God of the sun, please. Out of 14.
While I'm invisible, can I also? I want to get to the stump and maybe do a little quick check.
Gotcha. I would say with your 14, you also know that many undead have vulnerabilities to sunlight, as do drow.
Yeah.
Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do.
Just cause.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. Use my nature check on the stump
Okay.
with advantage because of our first encounter.
Hey, nature check.
I was like, we're never gonna use it.
Yeah.
See, you could use it inside.
Crit on that one.
Yeah. You learned a couple tricks traveling down
stump
that
is
long
dead.
road.
Yeah, the stump is from an old tree.
Okay, you reckon, looking at it, yeah, this stump's just from a dead old tree. However, it looks like it has been treated and preserved in such a way that it is like the something marking the burial spot of whoever the physical form was of the person who became the banshee. Probably important to them in some way. It's about all you can get, some sort of ritual treatment of it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
The
Lady Gross, please, I understand you must speak and you must understand, but it's quite simple. Just produce the orb. At once.
Do we have any explosive?
Jeez it. You used all your explosives on Duke Draymore.
All right.
Is someone trying for the sword in the skull?
Yeah, I think we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to try to pull that sword
Maybe
out.
I can try to maybe like use fire something to punch holes to let some sunlight in. Some
Burn
holes.
some
Is it
ribs
still
out.
daylight out?
Yeah, it was like twilight, so the sun's probably just hanging on the horizon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it is still daylight out.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
get some sun in.
Okay.
Okay, great. So, do you guys have a particular order you guys want to go in? They're kind of waiting for you to do something here.
Right.
Becoming quite impatient with you. Tristan, will you do that first, or is someone approaching the...
It would be distracting. I could be like, I could say something and and punch 3 holes in the roof with my last ray of light if I want to do that. And go watch this, or something stupid, just to distract them.
That sounds good to me.
Say, I am the sun.
And I was like, you can't take us down. All for 4.
That's what you're doing, Tristan?
Yeah, if you guys, that's what I'll do. And
How out of character for Tristan. I like it, though.
But you know what?
When
we're working together. What was it you said? We have to work together.
That's right, to survive.
Work together.
When
Rely
the
on
rubber
each
hits
other
the
to
road,
survive.
Tristan's got some real metal.
Yes.
So Tristan,
Love
you
it.
step forward into the church.
And I'll be like, you can't rock this.
Tristan was like, what are you doing now? And then...
And I'm running as Tristan's doing this.
Yeah. So
And I'm running over to that sword.
Where do you plunge where do you send light in through, basically? What area of the church? I'd say you could...
Where's the sun? So which side is the sun?
Great question. I'd say the sun is probably from your side. Coming in, it would be coming in this way, yeah.
So I want to see if I can poke a hole where it'll hit. There'll be definitely some sun right on this one.
Gotcha.
And then...
Well, yeah, actually
this area,
Okay.
I think this guy's just confused. So yeah.
Like this area here?
Yeah, let as much sunlight as possible in that
This
area.
is the banshee.
Yeah.
This was the confused spirit who
the
was just
banshee.
wandering
And then
away.
what is... Oh, I
That's
see.
the
So I want to
That's
hit
the
here and I
priestess.
want to hit here.
Yeah,
Okay.
And
So
just,
get light in. Great. Awesome. All right. And so as you do that, it's the banshee's eyes pop open and its mouth starts to distend horribly. Veculor goes, ha! I don't think I need any rolls for that. I think you're just shooting fireballs out. So they go up into the darkness and then they hit what just looks like inky blackness, and then the blackness starts to burn. Like dense webbing burning around the edges as they kind of burn out, and then sunlight. You can see the brilliant orange and red sunset, and the light rays come into the church, striking on the banshee and on a Viculor, who screech.
And I'm running to that freaking skull to go pull out that.
Samo comes charging in there. So Tristan, you'd be here-ish. You said you kind of stepped into the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm overly theatrical. Probably run and hide as soon as I can.
You are pretty theatrical. Okay, Samo comes running up to grab the dagger. Please. Sounds good. I think
What do you want?
just a strength check to draw the
Okay.
dagger from the stump.
All right. 17?
Ooh.
That'll do.
That'll
You
do.
seize
That'll
the
do,
dagger.
Samo.
You pull it out. Comes out this long, wicked, curved dagger that comes to a point. It's got a serpent's head handle with little emeralds in its eyes. As you pull it out, you turn around. Feels pretty good. Feels magic.
Nice sword.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a short sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the skull rolls off the top of the stump and onto the ground and breaks. The banshee turns on you. It's eyes open wide, and we all roll initiative to resolve this last crazy fight.
Yeah.
Or we keep the same if we want, but I guess we'll do new.
Oh.
Can you roll for me? Sure. Okay, sounds good. Okay.
18.
Tristan, anyone have higher than 18?
Nope.
Same one?
6.
7.
Oh God.
I think I got a 7 as well.
Okay. Same. So you guys did last, and then you rolled for me. It was a little higher than
9.
It was 9. Okay. Great. Tristan, you're up.
Can I'm going to use my sorcery points, whatever many I need to cast web. I don't know how many I...
Yeah, you do have enough to cast web.
Okay. I want to see... Can I cast web, toss it and cover the banshee's mouth so she can't scream?
It's a good idea. It's a very good idea. The way she's floating, you can say she's semi-transparent.
Oh.
Yeah. So you see, it kind of when it appeared to floated through the stump into the room.
Oh, crap.
It seems to be incorporeal.
Okay, then... And the stump seems normal but treated, right? Or
Yeah, it's like a regular stump, but it just seems like it's covered in gold and jewels, basically.
I wonder if I destroyed the stump, if that would kill the banshee. Is that just misguided?
No.
No, I thought about it
Let me
too.
try it. I'm gonna try it.
What are you going to shoot it with?
And
So
then
instead of web, you're going to...
I'm gonna do the ray of light with my sorcerer points. Yeah.
Okay, so you send your flaming... That works very well
Yeah.
for you. Right into the
I love it.
stump.
It's fun.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 1. Does anyone? Can I borrow wind spell?
Oh,
Can I
gosh.
borrow wind spell for anyone? Is that possible?
Anyone out there? Got a resub to throw?
Did we get the resub from Richard McSunday?
Let's see. Checking.
Did he give it to you? Oh, it didn't go to this
Use
show.
mine.
Oh.
Pragma.
Oh, Pragma
Thank you,
dedicated.
Pragma.
I love it.
I won't forget this.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so you flame bolts go out. They burns all the crawling claws. Like you just the hands incinerate. This casket topples a little bit, and then roll. Let's see if you actually hit it.
Okay. 13 to hit.
I think that works to hit
Okay.
the stump. Okay, so you start roll a bunch of damage and tell me how much that does. Samo, you're up. The Banshee's gonna go right after you.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, shoot.
If
Okay.
it survives, you're rolling a lot of damage. That's,
24 damage.
that's pretty good. Melts off like the gold and silver start. Stop doing that. Starts melting off under the heat of the fire, and then you just see the stump itself is this cracked stump with this hollow inside of it, and there's just the crumpled remains of a headless body, like the skeleton, like has been like crammed into the stump. You kind of reveal it through the metal, just kind of like wedged up in there. It looks like someone died horribly inside of this tree at some point. Your flames, however, kind of peter out before they get to the actual corpse and can destroy it, just kind of leaving it exposed. Samo. You're standing right there with the
So sad.
sword, the magic sword in your hand.
All right, so I've got to try to use this magic sword now that I have it in my hand because I feel like I got a magic sword. It's probably magical in some way.
Yeah, and I guess insane heat has just blasted past you. You turn with your sword. There's also the priestess standing right
Yeah,
next
that's what I
to
want to go for.
Okay.
Is because I'm right there, and I would like to attack this priestess.
Okay, roll a hit.
Yeah. Come on, big money, big money, big money, big money. Yeah, 18 plus what? Plus what? What do I get with that sword? Do I get anything special
Plus 1.
with that? Plus 1, 19.
That hits. Roll damage.
Yeah.
You have plus 1 to your damage as well. As you strike at the priestess.
What are my hits? What do I do? What do I do?
Oh, sorry, 1d8.
Okay.
Or sorry, 1d6. 1d6 plus 1. You strike at the corpse.
Not very much.
How much do you do?
4.
4? Okay. It hurts her a little bit. Ah! Ow!
That really hurt.
Quit playing. Just trying to get to this contest.
And she turns towards you. You think you know what beauty is? And it comes flying towards you as you stand over there with the dagger, and it sticks its hands into you and lifts like right up through your body.
Do I like it?
No. Your AC is less than 17, I believe, right?
No, it's 18.
It's 18? That's pretty good. Oh, then yeah, it's okay. There's just peck oil covering there.
Yes! Peck oil to save the day. We're going to have to
Good.
sell this as armor.
But you need to give me a wisdom saving throw to avoid
Oh,
being
no.
rattled with fear.
Okay. Oops.
I mean, it didn't.
Yeah, roll again. Great. The
Wait, you want me to
priestess
roll
goes.
again?
Oh,
12.
that's fine. 12?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. You pass. Great. So you almost are terribly frightened. You resist the fear. You hold back. The priestess turns and goes, "No! Protect the lady!" She shouts as, what do we have here? Some good stuff here. Yeah. Veculora's hair sort of lashes up, and she whips towards you, and the long tangles of hair strike out, possibly hit you this time. No, that's a 7. Great, no problem. It's just hair.
Oh, you whip your hair back and forth. You whip your hair back and forth.
So all eyes have converged on you. It's your guys' turn. You're both tied for last. Who wants to go?
Go for it.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast light on the bones.
Ooh.
See what happens. So I'm going to run over. I'm going to touch the bones. You touch one object that's no larger than 10 feet, blah, blah, blah. Until the spell ends, the object sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius.
Nice.
So
You light onto the bones. You're going to have to run in. No, that's no problem. You shimmy right through Samo's legs.
yeah. Just the greased thighs just allowing the pass. Right
The
through.
bones light up, and as they do so, The banshee's body illuminates from within. Its face forms one horrible, like, final last visage. Its mouth opens up to start letting out a deathly wail, and then, incorporeal and spectral as it is, it shatters with like as light explodes out of it from within, and just there's like a crazy blast of wailing souls that sweeps out across the church with a blast. Yeah, any windows that had not been smashed yet are like blown out. Yeah, shredding the black silk covering the place. Light streams in. The remaining drow staggers backwards, clutching at her face, going, "Now the lady! The shroud! Yeah!" And turns around and she's got shards of stained glass.
It's gotta be tough to roll when you can't see daylight, you know?
That's why you have spiders. That's why you have giant spiders that just weave darkness for you. Nice. Some rounds of intense combat later and some fancy spell casting. The drow is routed, the banshee destroyed, and just as you finish doing so, the doors to the church are shouldered open by city guards who are like, "Oh, we got here just in time." Oh, okay, it's all been solved. The combat successfully resolved, guys. We'll wrap it up there. The Duke of Grayhaven himself comes stalking in, going, "No, please, you shouldn't come." And you can see he's turned and he's facing someone behind him, and pushing past him is a little 11-year-old girl dressed all in like royal finery, going, "Please, no, I must tell them. Thank you. I'm the queen of Grey. I'm the queen of Grayhaven." 11-year-old girl. I don't do that voice so well.
So
Maybe.
precious.
Thank you, and you're precious to me. Thank you for saving.
Dungeon in a box.
She tells you, she expresses you in politeness and grace how honored she is that you were able to protect the royal chapel. She introduced herself as the queen. The Duke is like kept at the margins, being like, "The criminals, they attacked me, they ruined my carriage," and she's like, she's just not having it, it's just shutting him down.
I just imagine the voice of the Never-Ending Story Little Princess. That's all I have in my
Yeah,
mind.
that's exactly what she's doing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she gives you, she thanks you and she says, "Please, I owe you my blessing. What can I do for you?" I understand. Wait, no, she doesn't. "I don't understand what you want."
There's this contest. It's a modeling contest. I really just want to make sure I'm able to enter, and maybe you can put in a good word with who's ever judging.
I'm judging.
Oh,
I'm judging that contest.
well.
Very well. I understand.
Have anyone seen these before? The likes of these?
I'm just a little girl. Doesn't do much for me.
I'm sorry. I'm just really excited.
Ah.
As like oil flies.
This is my mouth. No, but, Duke of Grayhaven, we can't let her. She's trying to enter the contest, but we're holding that tomorrow in the castle. We can't possibly let her. Yes, you're in the tomorrow in the castle. I shall judge you and the other contestants fairly and truly.
All
And
right.
There's nothing else I can do for you.
You.
No, go for it. I think we all get asked questions.
Would you mind the names that you put on for the winners of the festival, like Brad
It's already been
Koppelberger
inscribed
and
in the cup.
with the real? Oh, can
As it
you?
comes forward with the cup.
Can you?
You must be
Can we fix?
Truffleburger.
Can we change those names to our real names so our names will be proclaimed far and wide and we'll gain fame? Like like Samo and our real names on there.
That's what I'm telling you. They're the traitors who are. It's fine.
Yeah.
Of course. Anything else we can do?
Pragma, who's now seeing because some light's coming in, just says to her, "Your city of Grayhaven is wonderful, but because of your Duke and these mean guards, we have been unable to leave as we please. We need your blessing to let us enter and come and go."
Don't listen to. They blew up the tavern. I'm telling you, they're crazy. They need to be stopped.
It sounds like
I
he
see,
spent
all I
too
need
much
to
time in the tavern and laughed with his friend.
Yeah.
I agree. You have my blessing. you may leave the city unaccosted by any of the guards. And in fact, I shall declare you as my personal saviors for protecting this chapel. None shall harm you here.
Great. And then quickly, he'll message to her so she's very clear of who talked to her.
Yes.
And he's like, "It is good to see you, my friend, Queen Sophia.
Ooh.
Duke Draymore, I've seen through his eyes. He is not who he says he is."
Bum, bum,
That's pretty good. That's a good place to hang on. Do you have anything to add in terms of blessings?
No, I just want some money.
Well, you get the cup, which is worth a whole lot.
Well, I don't really want to pawn that. I guess in an emergency it'll do. I'm trying to bring greater good to the realm, and it'll help if I'm rich.
I understand. Okay, good. Of course. You can join me after the winner of the Grayhaven's Next Top Model contest. There is a substantial cash purse for that. If you we'll see. Of course,
I will share. Your pet coil has brought me where I am today.
you've really relied on
I
that.
suppose you
You're a
can't.
manager.
really
You can't
nice.
really buy that kind of publicity anyway. So I suppose that is a
If
treasure.
my pet coil wins, you win.
That's true. So
Okay.
better win.
Yeah.
Better win,
A
child.
peck oil. I see. Yeah, it's
Intimidation.
Good. So you guys receive the blessing. As you do so, you feel like the wards on the orb, like, and you're like, oh, cool. You get somehow the magical feeling that.
It's it's close to me.
Yeah,
It's
you can
okay.
leave
So
now
I'm
if you
just
needed
like,
to.
We're good.
At the same time, you guys are invited to that next day to come for a big feast at the castle. It's going to be good times. You guys retire to your inn at night, finally, to get ready to be received the next day. You're heroes in town for winning the cup. You are Queen's favored as well.
Mm-hmm.
Drinks are on the house, food for free. You guys get the best rooms in the inn. Findazzle's like, oh, that was a tough spot, but we got through it all right, didn't we? And now that the Queen has invited us to come to the castle, and we've defeated those evil drow, whatever they were after. Oh, of course. Anyway, they're clearly taken care of once and for all, and nothing bad could befall us, the people with the Orb of Dragon Souls. I can't imagine who else could possibly want it that we haven't handily dealt with. Let's all get a good night's sleep tonight here in the inn.
Yeah,
Says
okay.
Findazzle. Good night. And he pulls up his covers and he goes to sleep. Night has fallen. Before the next dawn, however, the party is awoken by the cries of alarm and the sounds of battle filling the streets. One particular cry in general goes up as you fling open the shutters and see the city burning like a Roman candle. Cries coming up from the alleyways. Dragons! Dragons are attacking the city! And you guys look out over this is middle of the night, open the shutters, and you can see the castle looming up over the town where the feast, the contest, your money, and the queen herself engulfed in flames, burning out of control. But you guys we wrap it up there for this particular session. So next session, City in Flames, finds you guys having to contend with the city that you've just spent time with, becoming heroes of, burning to the ground, and it gives me a chance to kill off all sorts of NPCs. You guys are still level 4. You don't level up quite that easily just because you went through 150 adventures. Drow are defeated, some magic, dagger +1. I'll tell you about the ability of that later. With that said, guys, and then the final, we get to add to the calendar, the adventure tracker, the 2 ones this time were the Taste of Defeat or Famous Victory. You guys, famous victory. How did I win? I suppose I was just smarter and faster and stronger than everyone else.
That sounds right.
Yep. Great. So once per session, one member of the party may gain advantage on a social skill check as long as it relies on word of your greatness.
Oh, hey.
Unfair in this group.
Or at least in this town, we're doing well.
You're doing great in this
Except
town.
it's
Guys,
burning down.
thank you so much for playing with me. That was Adventure 4 has so much. And that was, again, leaving out the manor heist, leaving out, there's optional rules to run a big auction where you're bidding against the Duke of Grayhaven on a scepter, which didn't quite make it into this storyline. There's a scepter that has a riddle on it. That helps you figure out what you're supposed to do with the orb. We kind of had to leave that part out. Yeah.
So much fun.
There's a lot of good stuff. So that was all a little glimpse at everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks everybody who contributed. This is your last chance before we go off the air here in 1 or 2 minutes. If you want to try and get a month subscription, we have only a couple people currently have donated to the channel, have tipped to the channel. $5 gets you a chance to win a month subscription to Dungeon in a Box. Yeah, okay, it works. I like it. So that's that. $10, and you get the mini adventure. We'll send that wherever. So last chance to throw in for that. But otherwise, guys, thank you so much. We'll be back probably next month for more. We'll circulate the date on that, and we'll see box number 5. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Just so, by the way, other great shows coming up. Right, we've got someone right after me. Saturday is the next show.
The Broken Pack?
Great D&D.
Oh, because it's Thanksgiving this week.
Yes.
I was like,
Happy
the calendar
Thanksgiving.
is not as full because it's a holiday.
All right, so tune in 6 days' time for at 1 p.m. for the Broken Pack, the D&D game. How awesome is that? That's the official Wizards of the Coast game, right? So that's Saving Throws teamed up with Wizards of the Coast to run the official Broken Pack stream for that.
Nice.
If you're not watching, tune in for that. It's almost as exciting as this. All right, guys, thanks for watching. This, of course, was Saving Throw, the channel where
Do we have a winner?
Grrr to be a nerd. Oh, that's true. Do we have a winner?
Oh,
It's
Let's
coming
announce
our
our
way.
winner. Let's announce the
We'll announce the
winner.
winner. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just making sure people get their free things. You guys have been amazing.
Yeah.
Those who tuned in
That's
today,
me
thank
in like
you.
a nutshell. I'm like, did I punish everyone enough? Good. Did they get awards?
Me, I
No.
want the awards. I want the things.
You guys are doing very well. Look,
Next up.
You've got all the yellow.
top model.
Yay!
The positive outcome.
Yay!
So far.
So far, I'm impressed. It's not bad. Ooh, okay, we've got our winner. Congratulations to Bondo. Very good. Bondo, please share your address. I think you can whisper it to us in the chat room, so you don't have to tell everybody. But tell us your shipping address for that. We will go ahead and send you a 1-month subscription for free.
Congrats.
Congrats. Thank you
That's
so
so
much,
cool.
guys. All right. That's it for now. So like I said, this is Saving Throw, the channel where it's good to be a nerd. Good at coming up with catchphrases. All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.